Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Dragon of Icespire Peak. As usual, we'll go ahead and do a quick recap and then we'll jump right into our session. So this last session, we found the group was back in Phandalin, had been told about this very disturbing incident of the dragon attacking Phandalin, and how the villagers of Phandalin were looking for a more secure place to be able to go to. So the idea there was they knew of this location known as Axholm, which used to be a dwarven fortress. It had since fallen into disrepair, and they had hoped that your group could head to Axholm, clear it out of any potential dangers, and make it livable and essentially a safety retreat should the townsfolk of Phandalin need it. So with this information underway, you guys discussed with each other what your plans were, how to proceed with this endeavor. You split up and went to the two separate shops in Phandalin to acquire a few different types of supplies. I believe Finn attempted to make some more of that sizzling pork, but unfortunately not so well. And then the group got underway, making their way down to Axholm. So the trip to Axholm was approximately 1 day's travel. So you guys arrived here a little bit later in the day and found that the entrance was barred by a down portcullis. So you could see through the portcullis, but past that it was just an open area, and there was a set of double doors. There was also these murder holes that were on the left and right, or east and west side of the entrance, where you could spot these ballistas actually pointing that were armed, aimed, ready to fire through these murder holes. You guys took a moment to investigate the outside of this area, both the east and the west of the entrance, seeing if there may be any secret entrances or anything of interest, but didn't find anything there to really cause you have any kind of concerns. So you guys made your way back to the middle, noticing that the portcullis was down. There was no obvious way to raise it from here. Finn eventually was voluntold to go through the murder hole and see if he could find some way of getting the portcullis up. So he did indeed slip through there and was able to find a winch on the other side, and using that winch was able to eventually raise the portcullis. I believe also at the same time he turned one of the ballistas to the other way, just to make sure that it couldn't be accidentally fired off like some type of trap. You guys have definitely been focused on worried that maybe these would fire, or maybe there's some traps to worry about, but so far haven't found any of note. Once that was complete, the group reconvened in the middle there with Finn coming back through the murder hole. You guys then went to the double doors, found that the double doors were locked and barred, it seemed to be, as Kat looked to try to use her thieves tools to pick it, but then quickly realized it wasn't really a lock issue, it was the fact that it was just barred on the other side. So this time Kurtu decided to climb through the murder hole, and I believe he disarmed one of the ballistas by just taking the ballista bolt off of the ballista itself and just setting it carefully down, and luckily he didn't cause any sound here, nothing to cause an echo, creepy echo throughout this area that might have been more dangerous. With that completed, he slipped through the murder hole on the other side past the barred door, lift the bar on the door, and everybody was able to then enter Axholm proper. Once you guys got inside, you found that you were in a fairly large introductory room here, and there was 3 different ways to go, each way sporting a set of double doors. You guys originally decided to head to the east, traveled that way, found that the walls here pretty quickly become much more rough, as the terrain and things is more rough natural rock wall as opposed to dwarven made finely crafted walls. You guys sort of explored here a little bit with both Bryn and I want to say also Aomir. We're using stealth a bit to head south, and we're able to spot a creature that the creature did not spot them. So you guys came up with a plan of trying to essentially lure these creatures closer, and you would fight them in the larger room as opposed to trying to fight them in a very narrow tunnel. As you guys made that decision and got preparations underway, once initiative started, several of you were faster than the creatures. Some of you guys kind of ran backwards, tried to set up shop, and then Reggie decided to throw down a spike growth in the tunnel area, and unbeknownst to him, this affected the area where it turns out multiple creatures were, and they could see all of these spikes. So of course, being at least somewhat intelligent, they decided not to run through to their deaths through all the spike growth. When that occurred, the group sort of had a waiting pattern here as they waited for the enemies to approach. The enemies didn't approach. There was then some concerns from your group about, well, could they be going another way to try to come from a different angle to us? You guys then sort of kept readjusting your position, waiting, some time passed. Eventually, the doors to the south of this larger room opened, and sure enough, some of the creatures had come through this way. So you guys essentially turned about face to try to attack them in that direction, defend from that direction. There were several creatures that you recognize as ghouls that took the battle to you. Eventually, the spike growth was lost concentration on. I believe just a different concentration spell was selected from Reggie. This caused the spike growth to fail, and then we had more creatures coming from that side, where a couple of them that were actually in the spike growth and thus could not move without taking damage had just stayed up there still. So once the spike growth dropped, they did indeed make their way across. You guys then found yourself in a little bit of a pincer, but through some good tactics and really good rolls, with Bryn pulling out the amazing defensive rolls, some of the greatest defensive rolls I've ever seen, and didn't take too much damage, was able to hold up there as she fought off these evil creatures. With this complete, you guys defeated the creatures and then continued searching on the east side of this large room. You found that there was a few different tunnels, and there was this long, narrow tunnel that looked like it was actually dug through. So you guys sent Finn up there to take a peek and see what he could find. It was a very narrow tunnel that he kind of went through. It looped around a bit, and he was able to see that there was a way to continue going, but you guys decided not to head that way yet because that would be to another level, and you decided you wanted to clear out the levels first. You then made your way back to the area where you first spotted the creatures, where the spike growth was, and again saw a flight of stairs there. Decided the same thing, don't want to head up to the second level quite yet, so you headed back to the central room, and then you guys decided to head west. And as you were making a bit of noise here, went up to the door, searched it for traps. Once Brent opened the door, there were some more ghouls on the other side that were literally in wait for her as soon as the door opened, and they sprung at their own trap, trying to ambush the group. The group was able to fight these creatures off without suffering too much damage, but as we sit here now, it looks like both Reggie and Bryn have certainly suffered some wounds, and we'll see what effect that has as we continue our adventure. So, group, is there anything I missed here important that you would like to add?
Hey, Adam, I have a couple things. First
Yes,
first, there's that crack in the wall that we went through, didn't go through, didn't go all the way through, that may continue on, so that's an area to potentially explore later. But I also wanted to add in kind of to the group that we found that amulet, but we never really did much looking at it. I mean, I don't know if it's a holy amulet or just an amulet or anything like that, so that may be something to explore as well.
Yeah, so we did discuss the tunnel. Remind me what the amulet was. I'm drawing a blank on that one.
Platinum chain. It had I don't know if we know the symbol on it.
Oh, yes, of course, right? So you guys did recognize this religion check. This was a representative of the dwarven god Moradin, the platinum chain. Yes, yep, good addition there, Kurtu. Go ahead and take inspiration.
And you also discovered that Finn's sanctuary spell is a silly umbrella that sits on your shoulder to distract people. That's kind of noteworthy.
Yes, very well described for sure. All right, anybody else have anything to add before we get started? All right, hearing nothing, we'll go ahead and award inspiration to Reggie as well for another entry into Reggie's research journal, which is keeping us all up to date on the going-ons of the campaign so far. And let's bring the group back over to Axholm and continue the adventure. All right, group, so we find ourselves back in that central area, the entrance to Axholm proper. Just to your north there is the exit leading out of Axholm here. You have been east, you have just barely opened those west doors when you were attacked by those ghouls, and the south doors open because that's the way some of the ghouls made their way around from the east. What would you like to do next?
All right, just for familiarity, we came in this way. This is where we waited and cast the thing. They came this way. We explored this way. Is my pointer showing to everybody?
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay. And then we decided, hey, let's go this way because it was Lex East. And that's where she got ambushed. Okay, roger that. Cool.
Yes, yep. Very good summation.
So while I was writing my journal, I had something that kind of triggered in my mind that I wanted to ask about. So while we're in this room, the bodies of the ghouls, I'm assuming there's still some in the room, right?
Corpses of ghouls?
Yep.
Yes, certainly.
Can I take some time to like inspect one of them? Can I see if I can discern what creature they were before a ghoul?
Certainly, all of the ghouls you've encountered so far have been dwarves.
Okay, so this is pretty obvious.
Yes, very obvious.
Okay.
Hey guys, you know, that amulet's really cool. Just give me 10 minutes and I have this contraption to help me identify it.
Well, to be honest, I could use some time to catch my breath. Maybe put a couple of bandages on my wounds and Bryn's wounds. Maybe we go back to that room we've already cleared out. And just hold up for a little bit.
I have no opposition to that.
I agree, these creatures are smarter than we gave them credit for initially, I think. They were lying in wait for us and beat even my exceptional senses, so before we proceed, we may want to be as prepared as we can be.
No one got drastically injured, so no harm, no foul. I say we go out this door here, these double doors, and shut them behind us, and then rest in between the portcullis and the doors.
Which ones? These ones?
These ones.
Okay.
What do y'all think of that? Does that
I
sound
left
like
the portcullis at exactly 3 feet 2 inches, so I can just walk under it. Do you think they could bar the door again?
I mean, maybe, but we know how to get it unbarred. Kurtu's incredible strength.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
I mean, we don't have
Why don't we
to-
take the bar with us?
That's a good idea.
That actually is a good idea.
Always the tone of surprise, Kirtu.
Well, you come up with some once in a while. It's wonderful.
But do you think they could use these crossbows at us?
Maybe no one sits in front of a hole, but I don't think so.
Hey, Kurtu, why don't I take this side, you take the other side, and we'll take all the bolts out.
I already took the boat out of one side, so we could take them on the other, but I don't know if they could be fired anyway. I don't think these undead guys are gonna shoot at us.
Hey, Reggie, make sure you write that down in your journal. Kurtu doesn't think it could happen.
Like slide my bifocals on and like rest my shell. Okay.
All right, then we'll stay as is.
Okay, so it sounds like your intent here is to leave the door open, have the portcullis at the appropriate gnome height, and try to catch an hour breather here.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Somebody shut that door.
All right, so as you guys are relaxing here in this space, after about 30 minutes or so passes, you hear the sound of something to the north. It sounds very odd at first, almost like a snorting sound, a thrashing perhaps, coming from the exterior of Axholm.
Like an animal, or?
Give me a blind check, and we'll see how careful or how close you might get to this. Yes, based on your perception, I would say you do anticipate this as some type of creature. It's hard to say what exactly it is, but yes, it does sound bestial in nature.
Does it sound like a wild boar?
Is it coming this way? I could lower the portcullis.
Yeah, that's what I think. Just shut it. Should be okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try to climb up at him.
Okay, so you try to slip through this. Go ahead and throw me a dexterity check to see if you can get through. All right, yes, you do manage to slip through here as an action, getting onto the other side.
Hey, there's a new thing I'm seeing with my icon. This vision or something.
Not sure what you mean.
I don't know. There's like something new to the roll 20. Anyway, I'll go
Does
here.
it have a health bar?
I'm gonna try to lower it completely at him. Oh, well, 1 foot.
One
No, all the
foot.
way. No, I'll put it all the way down. All the way down.
All right, so you take essentially this bracket away so that the handle can start moving, and you hold on carefully, trying to lower this. Go ahead and give me a athletics check here, as soon as you lower this bracket, it wants to go pretty quickly. Yeah, unfortunately, as you just move the bracket, it moves so quickly that the portcullis just slams down very loudly.
Did it work, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, it worked.
Okay, great. I'll come back.
With this sound occurring, you can hear the sound from outside now getting closer.
It's an animal.
Well, should we just go inside then and try to take a rest?
Probably a good idea.
Okay, come on. Let's go. Move, Brandon.
Maybe we can use
Guys are scaredy cats.
Be nice to cat. Maybe we can like get ready. Let's go to the crossbow things and see, just in case we have to use them on the people. Yep.
How
What
big
were-
are these crossbows? Are they like...
They are ballistas, so quite large.
So it would
Where's
take
Bryn?
like, significant strength to operate them.
I'm right here.
Where? I don't see you.
They're already armed. All we have to do is fire them.
Some of them are armed, some have been disarmed or pointed in the other direction, but as far as significant strength to shoot them, you don't think to just shoot them, to just pull the trigger, but in order to load them, yes, you would have to take an action to do so, and if you were particularly weak, maybe a small character with a low strength score, it might be quite a challenge.
Who's he referring to?
I don't know.
Not Finn.
Something in my head's telling me I'm not strong enough to pull that trigger. It's weird.
You can certainly hear the sound now as you guys have closed the door of something clattering against the portcullis, almost like a claw being wrung straight across as you hear clank, 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 clank.
I'm not gonna get any sleep like this or take a rest.
Let's go around the side and peek through the hole and see if we can see them.
Can I try to carefully open the door and peek around and see if I can see the creature, Adam?
Sure, yeah, you can certainly open the door.
I don't want to open the door. I want to.
So you're
peek
trying to
through
just
the
essentially
door.
crack it.
Yeah, and just peek. I don't want it to see my face too much,
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, you get to sort of the edge here. You try to open the door and just peek out there. You are able to see through this open slit a large creature on the other side of the portcullis.
Can't make out too much. I'm gonna shut the door
What
quietly.
is
And
that?
don't worry about it.
Hide,
Okay.
armor, and scraps of mail are nailed onto this scarred and tattooed mole-like beast. A ring of tentacles sprouts above its mouth, which is dominated by spade-like incisors. The beast has no visible ears and only tiny cataract-filled eyes. Blood and foam fleck from its tentacled maw.
Is it a boar?
No. But, I think it was a safe move doing this far. For sure. I don't think it can get through, but, it's gross. And, it's a mole. And, moles can, burrow. So, maybe we move to the second level.
We don't know what's up on the second level. What's the floor like? Does it look like solid stone or is it dirt?
It looks like cobblestone, yeah.
Trust me, if you saw what was out there, you would want to get on the second level no matter what may be up there. Bryn, you okay? I'm okay. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. I say
So-
we vamonos.
Do we go this way then?
The second, we know a way up to the second floor is over here somewhere. We saw one.
Yeah, but we just opened this door. We don't know what's inside this door.
Well, we do know that
Yeah.
this door has leading towards this room. Something that does some kind of path.
Let's just go straight.
Let's just go. No use talking about it. Let's move. I'm gonna pick up this torch, Adam.
Okay.
Be carrying it with me, and then just so you're aware, I turned off my concentration because Flame Blade would have been done, and then Symbiotic Entity would have also dropped.
Okay, fair enough. So I know you are kind of doing a strategy where you're taking the torch, then dropping the torch. So rather than keep adding it and removing it and so forth, I'm just going to give you control over the torch, and then that way you can move it along with you, and then if you choose to drop it, you just leave it behind.
Sounds fantastic.
It's another defensible area. This must be something important.
Everybody ready for me to open this door?
Can I listen at it first to see if I can hear anything on the other side?
If that was a question to me, yes, you certainly can. No, it sounds quite quiet from there, Cat.
Really safe. Can I check for? Oh, I guess someone's opening the door. So
All
I'm
right.
checking for traps this time.
The door is opened, and immediately the stench of death hangs heavy in the air of this dusty pillared hall, which has a dark, soot-stained fireplace at the east end, which you probably can't see from right where you're at. A deep alcove in the south wall contains a dais, atop which rests a limestone throne flanked by granite statues of dwarf warriors. Between the throne and the fireplace is a hallway with stairs leading up.
Hey, Reggie, keep messing with the door.
I'm sorry. It's stupid. One pushes and one pulls. Who came up with that? But that smell is familiar. Whenever we smell it, usually something's in there. So
Damn sure.
Keep an eye on
Get
Bryn.
out of the way. Yeah, let's get in there.
If we go in, we might be committing to something before.
Adam, can I see anything? Hold the torch up high and then like look around, see if anything's casting any shadows in any corners.
Throw me a blind perception check. You do notice to your east, where there is this fireplace, as you're walking and entering, you hold the torch up, you get the impression as though soot maybe just fell down the chimney, as you can see a bit of like almost dusty movement there.
No, nothing over here.
What, did you see something?
I mean, no.
Okay. Bryn, what are you doing? You're not gonna touch anything, are you?
No, I'm just looking at it. Why you always have to be on my back today?
I got your back.
Something like that. Adam, can she look at the throne?
She sure can. As you look at the throne, you can tell that this terrible odor seems to be emanating from this area, Bryn. And as you're looking at the throne, you suddenly see a clawed hand from behind the throne clasp onto the seat, and you see the face of one of these ghouls suddenly emerges. As it does, it shrieks very loudly.
Bryn found something.
Spotted something.
Here we go, boys.
This is another.
Quick, cut off its tongue.
All right, as it shrieks, it looks like Aomir will be the first to react.
I'm gonna go, listen here, Gene Simmons, and I'm gonna take a shot. Well, wait. Does it look violent? Like, no, what I
love
mean,
Victor.
like,
It's a friendly man-eating
friendly ghoul,
zombie.
like the
oh,
ones
no,
from
what I
Fallout.
mean, does it look like it's gonna, like, attack us?
As
It
it's
just
clasping
screamed.
onto the throne with this clawed undead hand and its tongue flickering out as it looks towards Bryn as though she was a Lunchable.
Alright, it's
No,
dying.
it's fine.
So,
Go
like,
on.
barely
Alright, come
food
here,
that nobody
Gene
should ever
Simmons.
eat.
Pow! That
You-
should be at advantage.
Unfortunately, it's not, though, but you miss as you fire this arrow and it does not connect.
Alright, Brando's moving. Oh, my kids are screaming. I'm so sorry. I'm going to rename him Brando. Yeah, he's gonna move up and fly by. Oh man,
Alright, as he flies over the throne and tries to lash down at the ghoul, he misses.
he's gonna come back. Yeah, that's my turn. Let me refresh roll 20 because I don't like those rolls.
It doesn't work. We went over this last week.
I know it doesn't, but I try it anyway.
Alright, Cat's turn.
Cat does not have a clear shot from where she's standing, because I'm assuming this is some kind of support pillar
That is correct,
that's
yes.
blocking my vision, so
And also keep in mind that once you have vision on him, he is behind the throne at the moment, so he would certainly be getting cover.
how big is the throne, like filling the whole thing?
I would say it certainly blocks the majority of the square that it's in. So if you're firing it anywhere where the line would go through the throne, consider that to be cover.
Then I will move here, and then I think that's okay. It's gonna have to be okay. I will ready my action for when to shoot it when it is within 5 feet of a friend of mine.
Okay.
Anything to do with my bonus action? Not at this time. I'm good.
All right, we move to Miza's turn, and she is going to pop over here and throw down some pouch dust at him. And this time it does work as the ghoul is suddenly damaged. Next up is Bryn.
Well, good job, Misa. Bryn will step up here. Throw caution to the wind. Try.
I believe that triggers my shot because he's within 5 feet of a.
It would be right after her attack.
Okay.
Or actually, the way you worded yours was when when they get within 5 feet of an enemy. So as soon as she steps there, yeah, I think yours actually would go first. So go ahead and take your attack, Cat.
I will take my attack. It has some form of cover.
Yes, that
And I
will
missed.
miss, unfortunately, plunging into the throne. And I imagine you don't currently have bless, right?
No. Nope.
All right, you slash downwards, having to really angle your blade sort of awkwardly here between the statue and the throne, and this does not connect.
Darn it.
Okay, move to Finnegan.
Hey Adam, these are double doors, obviously. Are these
Yes.
single doors?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Says Bryn move there. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15 to here, and I'm going to get my Zippo out and blow on it. Fireball. Boom.
You try to strike this creature, but your firebolt also smacks right into the throne.
That won't work, right? So 15, 20, 25, 30. And my turn.
Bryn, you notice as the ghoul scampers over the throne, getting to here and turning to you and attempting to hit you with its claws. I'll need you to make a defensive roll, please. The claws manage to slash into you. You'll suffer 5 points of slashing damage, but luckily, as you are an elf, you don't need to make that con save. As we move to Kurtu's turn.
My gosh, the dice sure are finicky today. Okay. Oh, guess what?
You launch a firebolt, but also miss. My, how the dice have turned.
We were overdue for one of these.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yo, no joke.
Okay, I'll go here.
Okay, Reggie.
Okay, Reggie's going to kind of quickly dart around the corner, seeing that it's got its eyes on Bryn, and as a bonus action, you guys see he drops the torch, like right here. Sorry, I think I brought it with me here. Nope.
Actually, you left it behind.
There we go. So I'm gonna drop my torch there, and as I drop my torch, you guys see him pull out the chalet, and as he does, it kind of sharpens and like shines in the light, and it looks like a bow staff. Yeah, he's gonna slash at the creature.
You slash with your staff, and that makes no sense, which makes it miss.
Fair enough.
Does that include the flanking bonus?
It does, yes.
Okay.
I didn't have bless, so.
Oh, I see.
Alrighty. That's my turn.
Okay, top of the next round with Aelmir.
Yeah, looking around and seeing everybody's rolls, I'm gonna move right here and like shake my head and point blank, I'm gonna take a shot.
That will indeed connect. All right, the arrow plunges into this creature, obviously wounding it, but it makes no sound.
Okay. I'm gonna have Brando do that and take a hit.
I didn't know your eagle was on drugs.
Take a hit, yeah. Take a shred.
Shred connects as Bando or Brando, we're going to get this name down one of these days, slashes into him.
All right. Hey, it hits. It hits.
Yes, it does indeed wound the ghoul.
Yeah, see, that's how you roll dice, guys, all right? Get better next time, all right?
All right, before Cat's turn, you guys hear the sound of scampering coming from the fireplace, as suddenly from the fireplace emerges a soot-stained covered ghoul.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It rushes up in this direction straight towards Finn, followed up behind it pretty quickly by another soot-covered ghoul. And it is going to make its way over towards Bando. Alright, now it is Cat's turn.
Cat is going to be a little braver than usual, and I'm going to use my bonus action for steady aim to give myself advantage on a shot against this big boy. As I've lost my character sheet once again.
Alright, the bolt will definitely catch him right in the chest. And yes, as he turns, as he hears the snap of your crossbow, the bolt catches him in the chest, and you see it plants him in the throne, where for just a split second, he looks quite regal, but you realize you have slain him.
Incoming on the right. Please body block for me. I can't move.
Okay, Miza's turn. She will step to here, throw a quick pouch dust. But unable to connect on the creature this time. She will then step a little bit behind Cat here. As we move to Bryn's turn.
Okay.
Would it be an action to see if I? Well, I don't want to interrupt your turn, but do we feel like more are coming, or is it just these two?
Yeah, it would be an action to listen. Just based on passive perception, you would not hear anything.
Okay.
Bryn, you slash out at the one to your east, and yes, that will connect.
No
Not-
rage. Sorry.
Yep, no worries. So you slash into the creature, wounding it as your blade carves down its left side. Meeting Cat's fears here, more of these ghouls suddenly emerge from the fireplace. And then begin to rush up towards the group.
Ah!
He blinked into existence in front of Finn. Good luck, buddy.
Well, where did he come from? I'll wait for Adam to finish.
Alright, as 3 more of these emerge and get closer up into all your spaces, we move to Finn's turn.
Cartoon, there's more! Disengage! Action 5. Free action, open this door?
Interact with object, sure.
Yeah. That's my 30.
Alright, this one has been slain, so we move to Kurtu's turn.
Having a problem getting through that door.
Damn it. This one's getting fired on.
Alright, you aim up a shot over this way and fire out. Yes, that will connect. As the firebolt strikes into the wounded one, nearly slaying it.
Oh,
2. Alright, I'm gonna move. To my brave spot over here.
Alright, Reggie's turn.
Alright, you guys see Reggie emerge around the corner, and he's kind of yelling, and his bioluminescence starts to kind of peek out from beneath the shell as he's like rage running towards them. So he's going to do his symbiotic entity as his action. It's my last wild shape. And he's going to Brando. Bird, the hawk is 10 feet up, right?
You
It says-
should be,
it says
yeah,
10 on
around.
the little.
Yeah, it does, but you should be around 5 feet up.
Alright, you want him at the 5-foot mark. So yeah, notice how with those 2 circles, all you have to do is if you go to the token markers, put your cursor by it, and you can hit a number in there. So for now, if you want to just remove the orange one, put your cursor on the purple and hit 5, we'll know he's 5 feet up.
So if he's only 5 feet up, I can't infiltrate that space. So I'm going to go here instead, Adam. Not to that space, but to this space, and meet up with these here on the ground. And I'm going to pull my shield up, and I'm just going to, in my hand, my shield hand, you see him just kind of pull one of those dandelion mushrooms, and he's going to blow it towards Bryn, and he's going to cast Healing Word.
Thanks, Reggie.
And he's going to hold his ground.
Alright, 6 HP back to Bryn as we move to Aomir's turn.
Alright, so I can't figure out how to change that to 5.
So if you click on the Hawk's token, you'll notice you get this gear cog, and then you'll get this other one that kind of looks like a joystick. If you click that joystick, it should open up all the different status markers that we have available to us. So to turn, you should see both orange and purple selected. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
All right, so if you click on the orange one, that'll turn the orange one off because it's currently selected. Now, if you put your cursor on purple but don't click, just on your keyboard, hit the number 5. So like with your mouse, literally put the mouse pointer right on the purple icon, and then don't click, take your hand off your mouse, just hit the number 5.
Yep, trying that. Yeah, I don't know.
If it's not working for you, just to save some time, I'll just go ahead and do it for you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. Anyway, yeah, he's 5 feet or 10 feet in the air. 5 feet rather. I'm gonna step back 10 feet right here, and this guy right here is getting shot. Does Reggie present cover?
So draw your line to the opponent. I think you have sharpshooter anyway, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so you don't. Yeah, unless it's total cover, you don't have to worry about it.
Okie dokie.
All right, you line up a shot, and that does indeed connect. Go ahead and post damage. All right, arrow crashes right into his shoulder and stays plunged there in its undead flesh.
All right, and Brando's gonna do the same. He's gonna smack and then move over.
All right, same target. Yes, that'll be a crit. Go ahead and give us a slashing crit. All right, so normal damage, and the creature is bleeding. So for the next minute, he'll take 1d4 damage at the start of each of his turns.
Very nice.
All right, we move to the wounded one. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Reggie.
I want to do my Halo of Spores, but I see my Constitution effect roll is pretty low. Could I use my inspiration on that effect roll?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want me to just do a spell effect roll for you?
Yeah, you can do that. And who's the target of this?
The one who's attacking Bryn now, 10 feet from me.
Okay, as you call upon your necrotic spores, that will be enough to slay this creature before it is able to act.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, the one that is right across from here will lose 1d4 HP, so go ahead and roll that one, Aomir, for your bird, so 1d4. All right, so he bleeds a bit, and then he is going to attack Reggie. So Reggie, defense roll, please. Yes, you managed to evade these claws coming in for the strike as we move to Cat's turn.
Okay, Cat will. I can't see the HP bar because of the lighting. How bad is this guy hurt? The one next to Reggie?
Very badly.
I think someone else can take him then. So I will. You know what? I'm gonna steady aim, attack this one next to Bryn.
All right, you line up a shot for the one right across from you.
Oh my god.
Nice. Go ahead and roll a piercing crit.
I want to point out that this is Cat's first crit of the campaign.
No kidding. All right.
Compared to,
congrats.
I think, 5 natural ones so far that I've seen.
So yeah, it's got a bound to be coming your way.
Oh.
So piercing crit.
Yep. So
You know, I
succeed
don't
that.
even have it on my bar because it happens so infrequently.
Do you remember how to add it, or do you want me to walk you through the steps?
Just where is it in the? Oh, there it is. Critical hit. Damage type. Piercing. Yes.
Yes. Nice. Okay, so we'll take all of that damage that you just posted. Let's see if he's still alive. So 17 and 7, 24. He is. All right, so now you'll want to add that injury macro, much like you just added the crits. I'm guessing that's also on your bar. And go ahead and roll a minor injury. All right, so the bolt strikes right into the creature's leg, slowing him down. His speed is reduced by 10.
Move because I used my bonus action for steady aim, so I'm good.
Wait, did he just take an arrow to the knee?
His
did,
adventuring
yeah.
career is ruined.
I'm hoping it's going to be more than just his career in a second here.
All right, Miza will step up, and she's going to throw some pouch dust at that same one that you just hit there, Cat. But unfortunately, will not affect. Oh, and how did I miss this? Kurtu, you hear the sound of the door to your west opening suddenly. And coming through the door is yet another ghoul. It will rush right upon you, Kurtu, slashing out with claws, and I will need a defensive roll, please. Oof, this will be a critical hit on Kurtu. Slashing crit against yourself, please, Kurtu.
I don't want to do that. Little money, little money, little money. Ow, no!
Add them together, and you're bleeding for the next minute. Okay, so we'll take all of this damage. Okay, that'll be 16 points of slashing damage, plus bleed.
The start. Oh, is it his turn?
It is not yet, so I'm going to add the bleed icon to him, so that'll be the start of his turn. Then I will also need a Constitution saving throw, Kurtu.
My elven blood, you know how it is.
Yes, you will manage to maintain, or not maintain, you will manage to avoid being paralyzed, which is a great comfort to you as you notice another creature emerging from that door to the west. He is going to come around the south side of you, Kurtu, and I will need another defensive roll. This time, you manage to evade the strike as the creature lashes out with its claws. That was then Miza's turn. We move to Bryn.
Okay, Bryn's gonna try to slash out to the one at her northeast.
You slash out with the great sword, but the creature ducks under your blow.
Dang it.
Alright, it's now that creature's turn and is going to respond with an attack upon you, Bryn, so defensive roll, please. The claws just barely miss you as they come in and you evade. Alrighty, this one's turn. He is going to make his way over to here and strike out at Reggie. Reggie, defensive roll. Alright, you managed to evade those claws as well. This one's turn. He is going to step up to here and also attack Reggie.
Even try.
Alright, yes, you managed to evade that strike as well as those claws come flashing in as we move to Finn's turn.
Finn holds his breath. He's kind of trapped. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15. Now, I know we're in combat, but I'm going to try to get through this to get on the other side, please.
Alright, dexterity check. No, you get stuck here, Finn, as you're trying to move through.
Ah! Can I take an action? I don't have I have an action left. Can I take an action to try to unstuck me?
You can, yep. So you can use your action to pop on one side or the other.
All right.
It sounds just like that as you push your way through.
That's 20, right? The map's blocking me. I think that's 20.
Yes, that would be 20.
25. I'll go 30, and I'm just gonna stay quiet. That's action. Shoot.
All right, Kurtu's turn.
All right, do I take the bleed damage now?
You do, yes, 1d8.
This time you want to roll low. There you go.
Yep, there you go. 2 points of damage to yourself. You can use an action to staunch that wound if you choose.
All right, I'm going to hold off on that right now, Adam. I'm going to need some clarification on this here because I want to use my bonus action to flap my wings. So, and that's going to be my Misty Step move. But for me to also cast a spell with that, how does that work?
Is your version of Misty Step, it's truly the spell, right? It's not like
the spell itself, right? Yeah,
if
because
it's a
I've already
spell
used the other one. Yeah.
Okay, so if it's the spell itself, and it's it acts just like the spell, then you would only be able to cast a cantrip on this same turn.
Okay, well, at least I'll do that then. Okay, so I'm going to use a second level spell.
All right, go ahead and burn that. So you flourish your wings and fly to where?
Yeah, the problem is Finn was an invisible spot that he couldn't see me. Somebody tell him it actually happened.
So, and then I'm going to go ahead and use Firebolt on this guy.
Finn, you notice glorious winged creature lands just to your south, and he throws a firebolt to his east. Let's see if it hits. It does indeed. Go ahead and post damage. Yes, that will be enough as the firebolt smacks into the creature, slaying it.
And then I'll go up there and I will end my turn.
All right.
And Adam, that cost me a sorcery point, right?
If you used, again, if that's casting it regularly, no. If you did something special that requires sorcery points to cast it, then yes. I'm not sure what ability you used.
Yeah, I would have. So I would have had Misty Step would have had to have been a spell, and then I used my cantrip. So I can't remember in regard
nope.
to is that quicken spell? No.
Nope. No,
Okay.
no. As long as it's a cantrip, no worries. Quicken spell would be to cast a non-bonus action spell as a bonus action spell. That's when you'd have to spend sorcery points.
Okay, cool. That gets me confused. Thanks.
No worries. All right. The other west door also opens. Aomir, you notice as another ghoul comes rushing in and slashes out at you. It manages to connect upon you, dealing 7 points of slashing damage, but thanks to your elvish blood, you will not have to make that save. We then move to Reggie's turn.
Alrighty, my reaction is back. I am...
I feel like Reggie's getting a little bit more English each session.
My wife says that's the one accent I can't do because I'm so country it never comes out right.
It is definitely not an easy one to pull off.
No, it's not. And as the longer I play D&D, I realize that all my accents are just variants of Southern accents. Reggie is like my 7th grade history teacher. That's who I'm trying to implement here. All right, Adam, enough folly. That's British for you. He is going to, he's going to keep it plain and simple. Knowing that one's bleeding beside him, he's going to divert his attention to the one that's in between him and Bryn, and he's going to try to attack with the flank.
That will indeed connect. All right, Shillelagh smacks into the creature, wounding it.
All right, that's all I got for now, so in my turn.
All right, as we're at the top of the round, apologies, guys. What I mentioned earlier, having to take a premature break here, has just occurred. So let's go ahead and pause for our 15-minute break here, guys. We'll pick up in 15 minutes and continue for the rest of our session.
Copy that.
Okay. Yep, no problem.
All right, we pick up our session where we left off as the group is currently in battle with some ghouls. And luckily, we were able to stop right at the top of the initiative order, so a good way to segue right back into this battle. So, Aomir, it is your turn.
Oh, yeah. I'm in a bad spot. I am going to, totally forgot what I was going to do. I am going to disengage.
Okay.
Move right there, and then Bando is going to take an attack out at that guy, and then end up right there. So he's going to take an attack out at that guy.
Okay, and then he's remaining at the 5 feet up in the air mark?
I think he's gonna move up about 10 feet. So let me see if he has the movement for that.
I'm sure he does, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the movement. So he's gonna move up 10 feet. So be 15 feet in the air. But he will roll in that one.
Excellent. So yeah, go ahead and roll a fumble.
All right, I gotta reboot Roll20 here again.
Second
Okay.
time's the charm, right?
No, third time. What are you talking about?
All right, this guy's turn. He is bleeding. I think his bleed was less bleed, though. Was he on... Oh, I did mark it here. He's on the D4 bleed, so...
Mm-hmm. I'm also going to hit him with my Halo of Spores.
Okay, so between the bleed and the Halo of Spores, that will be enough to kill him. Okay, then we move to Cat's turn.
Let me just check something real quick. I have a clear shot if I aim from the top to bottom corner here. I think.
Clear shot at who?
At this one.
I think that's going to go through that pillar no matter which angle you take.
Oh, is it always top to top? I have to do the same corner.
Nope, you can pick a different corner, but no matter which corner, so if you hold down Alt when you start your measurement, yeah, you should be able, right, so if you have to put your pointer to the center of his token, and then
Oh,
see
to
if
the point
Yeah.
to center, gotcha. I thought it was
Yep.
corner to corner, my bad. Okay. Then I will use my bonus action to use my shifting feature. So 10 more movement, and I get to step away if something ends its turn next to me.
Okay.
Mark that off. And then I will take just a standard shot at... No, I have to move first. So I will move 5 here. Am I still clipping the pillar if I do this? I think so.
Firing at that same guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so then I'll move an extra 5 just to shoot him. So now I definitely have a clear shot.
You do, yes.
So this is just a regular attack roll, no advantage, no disadvantage.
That will
15? 14.
All right, bolt punctures right into his thigh.
And I have 30 more movement, so I'm going to pop 5, 10. This door was open, right?
It is, yes.
15, 20. I'm going to get stuck on the door, so I'm just going to drag this way. 25 and there. Well, 35, 40, I should say. Enter.
Okay, this one's turn. He is going to step right underneath of Bando, and he's going to interact with object to close the door. After interacting with object, he is then going to attack Aomir. Aomir, give me a defensive roll, please.
No, he's not.
He's going to try.
Oh,
No, that's good enough as you evade the strike.
I told you.
All right, this one's turn. He's going to pop up to here, and he is going to attack Misa. So Misa will have to make a defensive roll. Misa, unfortunately, is struck. All right, Misa will suffer some damage and then have to make a con save. Misa manages to not be paralyzed. All right, and then it is Misa's turn next. She doesn't like where she's at, so she is going to... let's see, what is she going to do? She's definitely disengaging. Okay, she's going to throw a quick Guardian Butterfly over towards Bryn. So Bryn, you find yourself protected a bit here as you get a +2 to your AC. She is then going to disengage, step through the small door, and then close it. And we move to Bryn's turn.
Okay. Seeing these beasties hit Misa, she's gonna use her last rage.
Alrighty, you enter a rage, which for some reason causes the music to change also.
That was weird. And then she's gonna go after the one directly to her south.
Yes, that will connect.
Is it? Let me just confirm I got the rage damage going. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, nice. With a mighty blow, you strike this one dead.
Alright. And she will move. If she moves here, since she's still staying with that one, does she garner an opportunity attack?
Nope, not from there. She won't. And technically right now, he won't be able to attack through the pillar, so if you left that square, you'd still be fine.
Oh. Oh, cool. Would Reggie get a flank from that, though?
No, because you won't not be able to attack through the pillar from there.
Oh, okay. Then I'll move... Well, Reggie, if you're going to try and flank, I'll move there, and it's my turn.
Alright, you end your turn. Go ahead and hit your... Oh, actually, it looks like the scripts crashed, so let's restart them real quick. Alright, so then end your turn whenever you're ready, Bryn, and we will move on to the next creature. Okay, and it is that one indeed. It is going to attack Reggie. So Reggie, go ahead and give me a defensive roll, please. Alright, nice. That will count as a fumble for him, so go ahead and roll a melee fumble. Alright, his turn ends as he's considered surprised until the end of your next turn. Alright, move into the hallway with Finnegan.
Cat, the guy's on the other side of that door. I don't want to open it. So I'll move
Open
5.
the door. We'll cover you.
Okay, alright. I'll move there. As he says that, I'm going to creep up to the door. I'm going to try to open it. It's right there! Oh, can I? I can't open both doors? I can't choose.
With interact with object, I'd say only one door. You can use your action if you want to open the second door.
He closed it with one action.
There was only one open door.
Oh. Yeah, open them both then. I'm doing it 14 times, but I really only mean it. Okay, so my action spent. Am I in this square? Or in this square?
You're technically, yeah, I would say you're in the door square.
Oh. Then I'm not protected, am I? Okay, great. I am going to... I'm looking at the looking at this beast in front of me, and I take some out of my pocket, and I put this thing on my shoulder, and it looks like a little spinny wheel that the kids play with at the fair. And I put on my shoulder, I cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Alright, move to Kurtu's turn, who's still bleeding. Another D8 damage to yourself, Kurtu.
Oh shoot, I wanted to walk back. Too late.
Hey, another nice low roll, 2 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain about that. All right, Adam, I'm going to use my action to staunch my wound.
Alright, you staunch your wound and are no longer bleeding.
And I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to quicken spell.
Alright, I think we've got that built in, so you can click that and spend them.
Nice. All right, and I'm not going to miss because I'm going to use my fire missiles. We'll call them whatever, right? So my magic missile attack. All of them going after the one in front of Finn.
Fair enough. Go ahead and post that. And that's a first level cast, so we'll take that times 3.
Yeah.
Alright, so the 3 fiery missiles stretch right around Finn, smacking into the creature and wounding it.
All right, and I will end my turn.
Alright, we move to this one's turn. Well, it looks like Finn is now the closest, so he's going to step up and attack Finn. Finn, defensive roll, please, but he'll make a wisdom save first to see if he can even get you. Or actually, that's a spell effect roll for you, right? So go ahead and roll a spell effect roll. And that's wisdom. Unfortunately, he beats that, so he is able to make his attack against you. So go ahead and give me a defensive roll now. Nice, that will count as a fumble for him, so go ahead and roll a melee fumble.
This is so unfair. 2 green numbers in a row.
Alright, unfortunately he does not have a weapon he can drop, but this will certainly be a miss. Alright, we'll move to Reggie's turn.
Alrighty. Reggie's got his reaction back. Can't risk running away and taking an opportunity attack and getting paralyzed, so Reggie's a smart guy, he understands that. So he's gonna step into that flank with Bryn, and he's gonna bring his Chalet, try to get a little kidney stab. Alrighty, Chalet smack.
That will connect.
Okay, and it also does 1d6 of necrotic damage.
Alright, you smack out with the shillelagh, infused with your necrotic spores, and the creature is wounded.
Alright, that will end my turn for now.
Alright, we move to Aomir's turn.
Alrighty. I need to use an action to pull both blades, right? Even if I drop my bow.
Unless you have the special ability that allows you to draw 2 at once, you can interact with objects to draw 1. If you wanted to draw a second one, yes, it'd be your action.
Okay. Yep, that was my question. I am going to... The one that is in front of me, I'm going to drop my bow and pull a short sword out and take a swing out at him.
Alright, you drop your bow, stab forth with a short sword, but he dodges your strike.
Alright, and then Bando's coming down.
That will connect.
Of course, Bando.
Alright, he shreds the creature and then flies back up to his 15-foot mark?
Correct.
Okay.
Alright, my bow's on the ground. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, we move to Cat.
How tall is Finn?
He said he
3
was the
feet.
tallest gnome in his village or something like that?
I think
All
he said he was
enough.
really short, such that I could aim over him without.
Somewhat 3 feet.
Yeah,
can
I think
eat-
that's pretty much right.
He can ride the raptor. All right.
Okay, so do I have a clear shot at the? Well, we said they were dwarven ghouls actually, so they're not that much taller, right?
Right. Yeah, they'd be like 4 feet ish, 4.5 feet kind of thing. So I would give them partial cover. Yep.
And I will bonus action steady aim and let him have his cover. So here comes that at advantage.
That will connect. All right, the bolt catches the creature straight in the face, and he is slain.
That was my bonus action, forego my movement and my action, so that is all I can do.
All right, next up is this guy. He is going to step through, and he will attempt to attack at Finn here. So he'll make a spell effect roll from Finn. All right, as he realizes that you are protected from this magic, he changes his mind then and strikes at Aomir. Aomir, defensive roll, please.
It won't hit.
I like the confidence, but oh no!
You gotta
6
call
points-
every shot.
Yeah, you gotta call it.
6 points of slashing damage to Aomir as those claws rake down his back. Okay, Cat, you'll notice in a little window here in this murder hole, you hear probably more than see Maiza say, "Is it safe to come through that side?"
Yeah, Finn's got it covered.
Alright, she's going to attempt to wedge through, and she will easily slip on through. She'll then step back to here and throw some pouch dust at the one just south of Finn. That will connect as the radiant pouch dust damage wounds the creature. And we move next to Bryn.
Alright, Bryn's gonna try and murder the one to herself.
Even with a flank, unfortunately, that is going to miss.
Oh, Grat. Sorry, Reggie.
That will affect it as it suffers the 1 point of necrotic damage.
It actually does double damage when I'm in my symbiotic entity form.
Oh,
do you
my
wanna
bad.
just do
2 damage.
2 full damage.
Alright, it is then going to strike out at Reggie. So defensive roll, Reggie.
Stop it.
Oof, the claws managed to get through your Shelly defense, dealing 9 points of slash damage and a con save needed. Alright, you managed to maintain concentration. I think you should be concentrating on Shillelagh, right?
Lele is concentration. Hang on.
Nope, it's not concentration.
Oh, Shillelagh's not concentration, okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, no worries then. So yeah, so you managed to not be paralyzed by this effect as those claws rake into you. We move next to Finnegan.
Okay, well, I'm a gnome. I can do anything. So I have this spinny thing on my shoulders, distracting the creatures, and I want to like dance around and we'd like fade back and forth to try to help Kurtu with his next attack.
Okay, so essentially using the help action against the creature to your south.
Yeah, that won't drop Sanctuary, I don't think, 'cause I'm not harming the creature.
Go ahead and post the text for Sanctuary. I think that would be fine, but as long as it doesn't say like affects a creature in any way. Yeah, no, I'd say you're good with that. Okay, Kurtu, your turn. You notice that Finn's doing everything he can to draw the attention of this creature.
Outstanding! So I'm gonna blast him with my firebolt.
Yes, the firebolt will indeed connect.
And it does double damage for some unknown reason. Oh, 3! It's better than 2.
The firebolt does manage to leap over Finn and strike the creature in the shoulder. Alright, creature's turn. This one is able to attack Finn without any issue, so it will attempt to do so. Finn, defensive roll. Alright, you notice the claws slash right by, and you
Well,
just...
spell attack.
effect roll.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I didn't see that either. Go ahead and roll a separate defensive roll.
I'm under Sanctuary, right?
But he made his save last time, so once they make their save, it doesn't affect them any longer.
Oh, I thought it was every turn. Okay, never mind. Ha!
Exact same roll. Well, actually,
Yes, you will notice that the claws do not connect as we move to Reggie's turn.
Okie dokie. He peers over and he can't really see much behind the pillar, so he assumes everything's okay. So he's just going to continue his flurry of attacks against this creature in front of him. Another chalet attack. Oof.
That will miss.
Alrighty.
Okay, Aomir's turn.
All right, so Bando knows what to do, right? Do I need to make a bonus action to tell him to do that? Like, if he's been doing it this whole time,
I'm assuming that the way it's worded is it says if you don't use a bonus action, he probably does nothing. Do you want to just post your spell or your ability?
yeah, because I just wanted to know. It's a long read. I just wanted to know if he would still do that same thing that I've been telling him to do the whole time without
no.
using.
there's your bonus action, unless you're
That is my
incapacitated.
bonus action. Yeah. Okay. Well, then, instead of pulling my other short sword, I'm just gonna poke him. My action, poke, and then...
Poke will connect.
oh, it will. Sweet. Yeah.
And that's exactly how much damage you need to do to kill it. So the poke of death is destroying this one.
Okay, alright.
That's because
Well,
I did
that-
3 points of damage last time. That's why.
That changes things. Oh, man. Can I grab my bow?
You can interact with object to pick it up, yes.
Can I drop my sword while grabbing my bow?
You can drop a weapon for free, yes.
Alright, I got my bow in hand. Sword's on the floor. And Bando's going to doing the same deal as before with this guy as a bonus action.
That'll connect as well.
Look at that. I'm hitting things.
All right, he is wounded.
That's my turn.
Okay, next up is Cat's turn.
Alright, I'm looking something up really quickly.
See, guys, you don't need a lance to poke things, alright?
Okay, so Cat is kind of not having a shot here, so what I'm going to do is move 5, 10, 15, 20. Then I'm going to cunning action disengage with my bonus action. So I'm disengaging, I do not take opportunity attacks. 25. Take my shot at this guy.
Okay.
Take my shot at this guy. I
That
think that
unfortunately
probably.
will miss.
So I have 15 more feet, so I'll go 5, 10, 15, and take cover behind the throne.
Okay. All right, Miza will pop down to here, throw a quick pouch dust on the one southwest of Finn here. But unfortunately, he manages to dodge that as we move to Bryn.
Alright. Bryn is again going to try to kill this unkillable beastie to our south.
Get up, Bran. Tired of fighting this guy.
That will connect.
No whammies, no whammies.
The slash comes right down through his head, and he is slain.
Nice.
Woohoo! Alright. And then she'll move right there. Mosey on up to that guy. Be like, hi.
All right, next is Finn.
Okay, Finn's going to. I'm gonna stay in the doorway because Miza's right there. Miza, get back! I got this. I'm a gnome. I can do anything. And I'm gonna dance around and say, Come on, Reggie, get it, Reggie. Come on, hit me, hit me. So I'm gonna try to help Reggie in his next attack.
Okay, Kurtu's turn.
I line up the firebolt, and I know he has some cover, but you know what? I feel lucky.
That will connect. Go ahead and post your firebolt damage there, Kurtu. Oh, after all that delay, that's what you roll? All right.
That's why I stopped helping him.
The tiny firebolt strikes into the ghoul here,
Does
burning
someone
up
still
his
have
fingernail.
1 hit point left, huh? You know, it
Unfortunately, not this one.
could happen.
Someone is gonna get Exactsies here again.
That's right.
Just to make you feel better.
All right, this one is going to continue attacking Finn. So Finn, defensive roll, please. Oof. That will be a critical hit against Finn. Go ahead and roll a slashing crit against yourself. Okay, maximum damage. So that will be 10 points of slashing damage and a con save, Finn. All right, you are not paralyzed from this effect as we move to Reggie.
Alright, Reggie's gonna make his way up to here. Sees Bando's high enough to come underneath him, and he sees Finn dancing around and then get smacked, and then he kind of looks at him and is like, what are you doing? And he's gonna take his shillelagh and smack out at the ghoul's head.
That will connect. The shillelagh smashes right into his face, nearly breaking his neck, but he is still standing.
That's 1 extra point of necrotic damage for him.
Are you out of temp HP?
Not yet.
So does that get doubled to 2?
No, that is only the Halo of Spores damage gets doubled, and then it does whenever I do a melee attack. I give another D6 of necrotic damage as part of the symbiotic entity.
Gotcha. Okay, so he is badly wounded, but still standing as we move to the top of the round in Aomir.
Alright, guys, watch this. Unfortunately, Adam doesn't use flanking as a condition. But this is going to be a nat 20 anyway. Watch it.
Don't waste it.
That will still connect.
It will still connect.
And yes, the arrow strikes through the ghoul's head and he is slain. Alright guys, apparently, as you quickly look around, all of the ghouls have been destroyed.
I'm grabbing my short sword and sheathing it.
Alrighty, yes, you recover your short sword.
Oh my god, Bryn, did you see that? I stood in the doorway. Oh my god, Misa, you okay?
She looks towards you as she gives a little smile and says, "Oh, it's nothing, dear. Just kind of got my shirt a little bit, but I'm okay."
Wow, I'm a tank now, Bryn.
Clearly.
Okay, we're next.
Adam, did you say that when we killed this ghoul, he looked like royalty?
Not royalty, but perhaps he maybe looks a bit more distinctive in his attire than the others.
I'd like to search him, if I can, if he looks different than the others.
He does indeed, yes. As you take a moment to search him, you find that he wears a gold signet ring that bears the Axholm crest, which is a hand axe clutched and a dwarven gauntlet.
I'm going to take the ring. Anything else, or just the ring?
That seems to be it on his person.
Okay, I will take the ring, if I can.
You sure can.
Adam, can I shine the torch up the chimney area? Do I see anything else? Is it...
A lot of creosote, but other than that, nothing.
Use that word in a sentence.
There's a lot of creosote up there.
Hey guys, so people came from this direction, people came from this direction, and people came from up here. I think we're almost done. What's going on up there? The second floor.
Probably the other half of the army that we've been fighting. Do we maybe want to chill out for a bit?
Yes, I need
recuperate.
You know, in this door, this way, hey guys, in here, it's just one door, and it's where the crossbows are. Come on. What do you think?
Before joining them, Adam, can I do like a once over around the throne? Is there anything strapped to the bottom of it? Any secret compartments? Can I tap twice on it, see if anything pops open?
Give me a blind investigation check. After you do a cursory search here, spending, say, a couple of minutes, you find nothing that looks to be hidden in the area. Alright, is it your intention to try to hang out here for an hour to get a short rest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
did this door open to us or away from us, Adam?
It would open away from you.
Is there a lock or anything?
There does not seem to be, no.
And is it a knob or a handle?
Handle.
Can I do like can I like use my chalet to kind of like see if I can, yeah, I don't know. If it opens to us, then I was gonna put my back to the door, but maybe I'll just go rest over here.
Alright, you guys buckle down here, trying to relax and recover. After about 30 minutes or so of resting in this area and just looking at one another and trying to be careful and quiet, you can hear the sounds of something scratching at the door out the way you just came.
This one?
The door, yes, the only door from this room, not one of the murder holes.
He made it through the portcullis.
Shh, he's a mole. They can dig. Just be quiet.
Okay, I am.
Yeah, sometimes you're quiet as other people shouting.
You'll notice Misa steps away from the sound of the scratching, but she looks to you all as in recognition of having heard it.
Oh, you mean this door? I'm sorry, I thought we were talking about this one.
This one, right, Adam?
No, the only door from this room, not one of the murder holes.
Oh. I missed that when he... Well, now we're stuck. Whose idea was this?
Yours. But I won't tell anybody.
You guys can't fit through this hole, can you?
Finn, shut up.
Okay, I'm saying, but can you fit through this hole?
Nobody can but you and Gertrude. Just shh.
Another as a scratch comes across the door.
Hey, Reggie, we're gonna die. Or just...
Finn, stop. Just wait.
Quietness seems to settle after a moment or two as you're all looking at each other, wondering what this is. You notice that the handle never jiggles or anything along those lines to indicate someone's trying to open this. And after the second scratch, it seems to get a bit quiet. But all of you do notice as you're kind of like dry mouth a bit, as it seems stale air in here, perhaps.
So, are we still being quiet?
Yes.
Yes, but some of us are better at it than others.
Finn, go ahead and roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Why me?
You notice very strangely, Finn, and I would say Aomir and Reggie, you probably recognize this as well, is it's almost as though there's a bit of a breeze suddenly by you, and Finn, you hear a sudden click as the ballista that is lodged into this, the ballista bolt that is on this ballista suddenly fires right towards you. Give me a defensive roll, please.
This one?
Yes.
What?
The ballista make its shot at disadvantage for being in melee?
Unfortunately not. The ballista bolt slams into you point blank range here, Finn. Where you will suffer 16 points of piercing damage from the massive ballista bolt. It doesn't have much trajectory here, but it certainly hits you and probably slams you hard to the point where you're almost pushed through this murder hole. And that's where probably some of this damage comes to. And then the bolt slams onto the ground. And as it does so, you hear this sort of like echoing sound as it's rolling a little bit back towards the ballista itself.
Hey,
What is rolling?
The ballista bolt.
it's like rolling normally, or you're being theatrical, or something we should pay attention to?
Well, I mean, it's making sound as it's rolling. It's like rolling across the ground, and this sound sort of is echoing around the room. If that's of concern to you, may you want to pay attention to it.
Aramir shot me in the chest.
Can I try to disarm this one? Like,
You
is
can.
there a bolt launch on this one?
There is indeed, yeah. You want to just try to take the bolt out?
Yeah.
Yes, you're able to do so.
Is there anything like... Does it look like it has an automatic loading feature like the ones we found in Nomuragan? Or
Nomengar?
if I take... Sure.
No,
If
these look a bit more, less engineering perhaps, a little bit more simplistic.
Okay, so it's only the one bolt we have to worry about.
There are other bolts in the room, but none of them are like ready to be fired.
Sure. Okay. I'll just take it away back here.
How come you only took the one over there? I'm gonna clear the one on this one.
So there was
That
only
one's
the
already
one that
embedded
shot
in
you.
your fucking chest.
Yeah,
Right,
it kind of
right.
been cleared.
So there's no more. There's just one bolt.
Right, so each one
Okay.
of these ballistas that you guys have spotted so far only sport one bolt, and to reload it, it does require manual intervention. There's no type of auto loader.
Can I grab Finn and pull him out?
Sure, yeah, you kind of wedge yourself in there and yank him from both sides as he's like, and yes, you manage to pull him out like unplugging a bath stopper.
What are you doing? Now you
Yeah.
you didn't kill me, so now you want to choke me to death?
Maybe if you were being quiet, the ballista wouldn't have went off.
What?
Adam, how tall is the ceiling in this room that we're in here?
Let's see, in this one, it is 15 feet high.
How did that happen?
I think
Did anyone see anything? Is there something invisible in here with us?
Now who's talking too loud?
that's what it is. I think something might be in here with us. The air is very stale, and there was a breeze just before it happened. Show yourself. Who's here?
I don't think anyone's here, Reggie.
I wouldn't be too surprised if it's some sort of a ghost or something.
That's what I think too, Kertu.
Well,
Anybody have anything that can work against that?
I do
Try
not.
that
However,
medallion!
I will say that, and I'm speaking very quietly, Fen, you don't. I will say that, Fen, you don't look down the barrel of a blunderbuss, do you?
No.
Why would you stand in the way of a ballista?
Because I didn't think you'd shoot me. That's why.
I didn't. But I.
You're standing right there.
Well, be quiet next time. I thought you were.
Where's that medallion? I'm gonna take a look at it. Since we're sitting here getting shot by ghosts in a haunted house.
All right.
Wait, you're gonna sit down and cast something?
What? Wait, does it?
Well, yes, no, but he knows we're here. Goodness, he shot me in the chest.
So you
Oh,
think
it
we
hurts,
should
by the
just
way.
sit down and hang
They
out in the
heard him
same room?
yell.
Well,
They heard him yell when the thing went through his neck.
if it was up to me, I'd leave this ghost town and take a rest and come back.
Where are we gonna go? There was a monster outside behind us.
What was
We
at the
don't-
door? What was at the door? A monster, probably.
Yeah, there's something at the door. Or there was something at the door.
Yeah, he probably got through all of this, dug a hole in there, and now the way out is clear.
Well, it doesn't seem like it... If there's something in here with us, why hasn't it hurt us again?
Because it ran out of ammo.
Right. But... but if there's no ammo, and it can't attack us any other way... Seems like staying here might be okay, unless you guys can tell if the air is getting worse in here.
I do not have a better plan. And then he sits down.
I think we should stay. Who knows what's out there, and if we can get a little more rest in here, that would be good.
While they're resting, if we're going to try to keep resting, since I haven't taken any damage and I don't get anything back on a short rest, can I just kind of keep watching the room for anything suspicious or strange that might be happening, like things being manipulated that isn't one of us or anything like that?
Sure, yeah, I would actually say as part of a short rest, since you're not having to sleep or anything like that, all of you would be particularly aware of your surroundings.
I think we keep hunkering down. I think if it were able to hurt us in any other way, it probably would have done so by now.
I think we should just tell the ghost how much we love dwarfs. They're all wonderful. Dwarfs are wonderful.
All right, so it sounds like you guys want to try to hunker down here once again and complete a short rest.
You're not going to roll a 6 this time.
I love the optimism.
You see, Victor? That's how you do it.
All right, guys, 1 hour passes by in quietness, and you complete a short rest. You can all set your HP to max, and if you have any short rest abilities that you would like to use, you can use those now.
You don't have a short rest button, Adam?
It doesn't do what it's supposed to based on our house rule, so...
Cool.
How are you gonna cook, Finn? We're in an enclosed space.
wait.
There's no...
Cooking could be you take these leaves and you put some of this ingredients in there, and I just make it tasty with some salt. It's not going to taste great, but it's better than using a fire.
You don't even have a microwave.
Huh, that's a good idea.
Where are you from, Eomir? Microwave, blunderbuss.
He's well traveled.
I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave this up to a DM ruling. So it probably will come up again.
Yeah, I mean, to do the second bullet point there, or third, however you want to look at it, it just says, provided you have ingredients and cook's utensils on hand. So what are your ingredients?
I bought those 6 special food ingredients before I left. I have 2 6 servings.
So I'd
of
say
12.
you're all set then.
Is that enough for all of us, or?
Yeah, so I can only make 6, so I only bought 2. I bought 12, so I can make 1 here real quick. So each one gets a D8.
Oh, actually, I was supposed to gain 4 temp HP when I shifted, so remind me, if you gain multiple sources of temp HP, you pick one and discard the other, or is it...
You always take the highest.
Take the highest. Okay, then I will try. If there's enough for all of us, there's no reason for me not to. And I will keep my 4.
Was that quiet enough for you guys?
So I guess now we have to kind of leave the room.
Yeah, we kind of have to go through the door, huh? So our big tanky boy needs to
You must be
figure out
talking
what
about Finn, right?
Yep.
it worked the first time.
Can I put my ear against the door, Adam?
Yes, go ahead and throw me a blind perception check. Silence.
Yeah.
Gnome tanks can do anything. Go up front, Finn.
Okay.
It looks clear, but you know. Yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Let's go this way. Go on, Bryn. I'll go behind.
Alright, as you enter this room, guys, this looks to be a dining room of sorts, as there is a carved stone dining table, which is 15 feet long by 5 feet wide, and it's flanked by a pair of equally long wooden benches. Above the table hangs 2 iron chandeliers. Their candles are currently melted away.
Is this another fireplace?
It is indeed.
And what is this?
That is... that's one of the chandeliers.
That's a weird place to put a chandelier. Are we still whispering?
The interior decorator of this place. I want a word with him.
It's terrible. You can't enjoy it. It should be in the middle of the room.
Can I use my torch to do the same thing as the other one? Like, put it in and look up the chimney? Do I see anything that stands out?
Give me a blind perception check. You notice that there's, as your light casts up in this direction, you get this kind of weird sensation as you're looking up, and you would expect the light to just go straight up, but it almost seems like the light travels in a kind of an odd way that you wouldn't expect. Almost think of it as though there was a crease, and the light is sort of penetrating through that crease in addition to going straight up.
Like, refracted, kind of?
Not necessarily. It would just be like if you were looking and expecting it to just be a solid shaft as you looked up, there's sort of like a crease up there where you imagine that there's maybe an opening or something like that.
Did the ghouls were the ghouls that came out these doors also sooty?
Yes.
Sounds like they may have climbed down from up above.
Well, there's another door over there, so let's look into it.
Okay, so I'm just rereading this description, and yeah, this is very poorly indicated. This right here, though, this thing in the corner that you were asking about, Bryn, that's not one of the chandeliers. That's intended to be a rough-hewn pit. So you look down there, and you can see it goes quite a distance, pretty much to the extent of your dark vision. Think of it as just a long, almost like a well, but there's no well on top.
Are there any, like, rocks or anything near the fireplace for, like, pieces of coal?
Yeah, you could certainly find debris here.
I'll take a piece of debris and throw it down the hole and see how long it takes to hit the bottom, and I'll listen for it.
Yeah, as you look carefully, you can tell that you basically can see to the bottom, but just barely. So as this piece of debris you drop hits the ground, it kind of clatters into something, and you can see what looks maybe like a bone kind of pops up in response.
So, I estimated it to be about 60 feet.
Yes.
That is interesting. Shall we go?
Should we throw something down there, maybe? Maybe burn something down there?
It sounded like Bryn already threw something down there.
Yes, I threw a piece of debris down there. It's about 60 feet below. I guess we could light something on fire and throw it down there and see if we could see more.
Was it a straight drop? Or did it, like, careen off of something?
It was a straight drop.
We don't know if maybe there's a tunnel hidden there. Maybe throw some light down there would be good.
I'm gonna take
I know.
Okay, what do you got, Kertu? I got an idea, but go ahead.
Never mind. 10 feet is not very far.
I'm gonna light another torch with the torch I have lit now, Adam.
So
And
remember,
then-
you guys spent a good hour or so. I think a torch only lasts like what, an hour?
If you look up 2 above Kertu, I lit another one, and I took the other one off my chart.
Gotcha. So this is you're breaking out a third torch essentially.
Yep, which will bring me down to 8 total torches.
Okay.
I had 11, including the single one from Eomir. And I'm gonna drop the freshly lit one down the tunnel, and I'm gonna move out of the way so Finn can see, because I can already tell he's being inquisitive.
Yeah, what's down?
Here, let me move a little bit to the side. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look down. I'm gonna use special guidance equipment from my Artificer's kit.
What does that mean? Oh, you're casting guidance.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and throw me a blind perception check, and you can add guidance. You look down there, you can see moldy animal bones, and looks like maybe some debris or refuse, but it's kind of cluttered down there, hard to see much, and that looks like all there is.
It's like a bunch of dead stuff.
Does anybody have anything that we can use to cover this?
I imagine it's probably 5 feet diameter, maybe?
Yes.
What for? It doesn't look like there's anything down there.
It's just a bunch of dead stuff. I'd be more concerned about where the ghouls came from up there, from the upstairs.
Well, yeah, but think back to when the dwarves were here, right? I mean, they had to become ghouls some way, right? It's not like they just all of a sudden ghouls fell from the chimneys, you know what I mean? They must have come from somewhere. And now we found 2 tunnels that lead off to unknown locations. One on the other side, and then one on this side.
It's a ghoul-making pit.
But if the people, the Fandalinos, if they were going to come and live here, they would need to know of potential hazards, and that death hole may be one.
Okay, you should make note of it in your journal.
You make note of it on your map. You're keeping your map, right?
Yes, okay, you're right. We gotta clear the whole place first before we... Okay, alright, I'll get a little map.
I'm ready.
Bryn? Just
I
not.
got it.
Bryn, you open this door and you see a dusty room set before you, and as you step in, it becomes quite apparent that this is a kitchen. To your west, you see a large metal sink with a faucet and handles.
Well, does anybody need anything washed?
I'm not gonna eat anything down here, but I will look and see if there's spices around or something. Although I'm not gonna take any food.
Adam, when I turn the handle, does the water work?
As you turn the handle, you hear the sound of clugging, and eventually, yes, you see hot water suddenly starts pouring into the sink.
Oh, that's nice.
Does it look drinkable?
No.
Can I smell it, Adam? Like maybe lift some into my hand?
It has a slight, sulfur odor to it.
I mean, yeah.
It's coming from a haunted castle house. No.
I mean, it has to be heated some way, so I assume this is probably for a bath.
Did you hear the glug 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 before the water came out?
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you're so thirsty, cat, have some of my water skin. Here, take a drink.
I was just thinking we might need to refill. But yes, you're right. It hasn't been used in a long time. It's probably not the best option.
And it's haunted water too. Let's go.
Hey, Adam, can I spend no longer than a minute looking around for spices or anything in here would be useful?
Sure, yeah, no check needed here. There's pretty clearly nothing that would be edible or any kind of spices like that in this area. Really, all you find is some metal dishware, some utensils, and a few drinking mugs. Reggie, did you turn the faucet off before you left, or did you keep it running?
I turned it off, yeah.
Okay.
And I have a concern that Finn is not really picky where he gets his spices from, so that's another reason to go uncooked. Hello?
I'll make sure to uncook all the food I make for you.
I think that's everywhere
Better than
down here.
burnt, buddy.
We just gotta go upstairs. Now, do we take the tunnel that I climbed up, or do we take these stairs?
Well, hang on. We never went to the west. We opened the door back in the main room. We opened the door,
This way,
but we
you're
didn't.
right.
Did anyone inspect the throne to see if maybe there's a hidden door behind the throne or anything? I've heard of that before.
Reggie sure did.
I'll take a look.
Oh, Reggie did already?
I just looked at the throne. I didn't look at the walls or anything, no.
Oh, somebody said they looked at the throne.
I'll look at the walls for any secret doors, Adam, and I'm going to take my little artificer guidancer out.
All right, you spend a minute or so searching this little area. Go ahead and throw me a blind check. You find nothing else of interest here other than these two statues and the throne itself.
Nothing. Nothing at all. I take my goggles off, my little magnifying glass. Nope, nothing. Nothing here.
Still worth checking. I think that was good.
Okay, now remember, there might still be that creature sniffing around if it burrowed in here. So, you be careful when we go back to the main hall.
The ghost that tried to kill me. Elomir's ghost. I still think Elomir tried to kill me, Kevin.
It's so weird trying to move a bird as well as me. I know how to do it. I just
Is that what he's saying back there?
Use your whisper voice.
Anyways,
All right, as you make your way back over here, nothing of particular significance sticks out to you, Reggie, so far, other than the few doors that you can spot.
Okay. Door number 1, 2, or 3.
Go. This one.
Oh, there's 4 doors, actually.
All right, looking into this area, it appears to be some type of smithy.
Anything hanging on the walls or anything?
There's nothing hanging here, but you can spot the forge on the west side of the room. And there's two, as you can see on the map there, there's a pair of rusty anvils.
I bet that's the bathroom.
No.
This
Maybe.
area looks to be some type of storage for tools. As you can see that there are many hooks on the wall here, and some of the tools look to be still here, though they seem to be quite rusty.
Well, I think Kertu could probably do something for rust, maybe. I don't know. Could I see if I could gather what is there? I would assume these are probably smithing tools.
Yes.
Can I gather what I would think would, put together a full kit?
Yes, you could.
Okay, I'll try to do so, even if they're rusty.
All right, yeah, feel free to add rusty smithing tools to your character sheet.
Hey Adam, is there anything, obviously we're noticing a trend of these guys climbing in and out of chimneys and things like that. I'm thinking with this here being a smithy area, there may be an area for ventilation or something.
Yes, on the west-hand side where the forge is, it certainly looks like there's an area for ventilation to go up.
Alright, I'm gonna look up there, Adam, and make sure there's no big or, dwarf-sized zombies, creatures.
As you get closer to this area, you hear the sound of fluttering coming from inside this chimney that is attached to the forge.
Guys, there's something up there.
Go ahead, go tell us what it is.
It's something evil. I don't even need to look. I know it's evil.
Hey, Adam, can you put a dot onto where that is?
I can give you a little pointer.
So it's like in one of the chimneys or fireplaces or whatever this is.
Yep, so think of it as like this area here is kind of like a forge, and then there's a chimney attached to it. You imagine that when they were doing smelting and that type of things, the smoke and the heat and all that, the goal was for it to rise through the chimney and be ventilated outside of the fortress.
Can you send Bando up there and can he tell you?
You can't really tell me, but
When we say fluttering, does it sound like big or
No,
like?
you would guess something like, I don't know. I guess probably the closest approximation you might think of it is like a bat.
Eh.
Vampire or fruit?
I imagine there are bats in that chimney.
Yeah, well, let's just leave it. I mean, it's made a nice home.
Adam, is it big enough that a body size can come out of it, or is that just too small?
I mean, yeah, sure, but it would be pretty tight.
Hey, Cartu, don't worry about it. It's probably just your cousin. Let's go.
We are supposed to clear the thing. If it's something that could be a threat to somebody, I think it's worth looking into.
They don't care about threats, Cat. They don't. They just are like, oh, let's go. It's only something that may sneak up from behind us. It's okay.
Door
It's
number
not
1.
Strahd.
2. Okay, Finn, sure, I'll do that one. Hiya! That might be the bathroom.
As you open it, you see 3 tattered wool curtains.
Mm-hmm. It's the bathroom for sure.
Oh, good.
Finn, you know, I read that people used to hide things in the latrine. Maybe you should see if you can find anything.
Oh, I'm not falling for that one.
No, think about it. You're getting attacked, you're wanting to hide your possessions. Well, ghouls don't eat poop, so perfect place to hide something. Check it out.
Okay.
You see a privy in there, Finn, and a wooden bench.
I get my goggles on. I'm gonna put on my gas mask, and I'm gonna search the latrine for what I think is a joke, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right, so as you enter this area and sort of look down this hole, you can see it goes down quite far, but down there is kind of what you would expect. Very, very old poop.
Go back this way. Okay, only 2 more. Same thing with my gas mask.
Give me a blind skill check.
Oh no! Come on! No.
Yeah, it just looks like a neglected privy.
I can do anything. Last one.
I think we can do this.
As you peek down below, you see, again, the same that you saw in the other 2.
I have my gas mask on. Oh, sorry.
There's nothing in there. It's not true, is it? It's a joke.
And I hit him in the shoulder.
It wasn't a joke, you never know. I hide things in my toilet all the time.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, in fact, if I ever die, check where I poop. You know?
That's going to be an interesting side mission. All right, as you open this door, Reggie, and head on in, it looks to be some type of barracks, as you notice dozens of meager cots scattered around this area and a pair of fireplaces near the middle.
Cartu, more fireplaces.
Just a bunch of cots. I mean,
Okay, well, I got an idea.
Adam, what are the? Is there any firewood or anything that can catch on fire?
In the fireplaces, no. It looks like there maybe is some residue like charcoal, that kind of stuff, but nothing that you think you could actually get a fire going.
What about beds or anything like that? Cots
Yes,
or whatever?
there are certainly a lot of cots around here.
Okay, I'm gonna grab something that looks flammable, and I'm gonna throw one in, whatever I can, into one of the fireplaces.
Okay, sure.
I want to warm up the place.
I'm gonna try to light it on fire from a distance at him.
All right, so from 10 feet away, you spark a small flame that catches this old cot alight, and yeah, it begins to spread as the fire grows in the chimney.
Right.
Angry zombies pop out.
Nothing. It seems to be quiet.
You never know, though. You never know.
So you would realize pretty quickly here, Kurtu, that unless you keep feeding this more and more of the cots or other things that are flammable, obviously it's going to burn it up eventually, maybe over the course of a few minutes, and then the fire will obviously go out.
Yep, understood.
Well, you might as well do the other one. Am I the only one still using my inside voice?
Yeah, they didn't hear me throw the cot in there or anything, so, yep.
Adam, I'm gonna do it to the other one and do the same thing. So.
All right, spending another minute or so gathering up some cots, tucking them into this fireplace, and lighting it up with prestidigitation. You notice similarly it starts to light, smoke begins to rise through the chimney.
I have no idea if anything's in there, but maybe it won't come down now because it knows there's fire down here.
It looks like we've done everything here. There's another hallway. Ah, another door.
Alright, as you step up and open this door, Reggie, looking inside, it looks to be perhaps an armory, as you see a lot of wooden mannequins that are currently empty, having nothing on them.
I bet that goes to the front where the gear is.
Smart man. But a staircase also.
Oh, yes.
I know you guys have this weird rule where you clear out a whole floor, so is that everything? Did you guys cross off your maps? 100%?
Yes. I think we got everything.
I think that's everything now.
Look, there's a hole in the ground. I knew it. Guys, look.
Oh, boy.
Look.
Huh.
We better get upstairs.
Yeah, let's go upstairs now. I think I agree with that now.
Maisa, come on, that thing's here.
Alright, as each of you climb, go ahead and just stop moving your tokens for a moment. I'm going to put you all kind of in a line and then drag you up to the next floor.
And then an orc spellcaster with lightning bolt lines us up.
You guys just line up for me.
You find yourself back in the manse.
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
All right, as you guys climb up, you find yourself on the second floor. I'm going to lock the tokens momentarily. Just be able to give you an appropriate description of what you see here.
Can't see much. I only got this little tiny torch.
All right, so this looks to be a very large chamber. So as you're first starting to enter, you can just see that it looks quite large. The first thing I would say that jumps out to you, Reggie, as you get a little bit closer here is there seems to be thick webs that are strung between the walls and the pillars here. You notice, again, this is a very large room, and yeah, based on your limited light, you probably can't see much of it.
Webs. Come on.
Well, what
How
can
big
I
are
see?
how big are the webs? Are they like cobwebs, or are they like
Nope, very large webs, I would say, and they look very thick, and they're kind of connecting all over in different areas of this room.
I'm gonna look at the ceiling, yo.
So can we I guess go ahead and talk. I was just thinking out loud.
I just want to.
I just don't want to walk directly into a web
Yeah,
that's not pictured on the map.
I'm just gonna scan the ceiling before I move.
Give me a blind perception check. A lot of thick webs that obscure your vision. Other than that, the ceiling looks like it's kind of high up there, but you're not sure exactly where it's at because of all the webbing.
Is there webbing all over the place, or is it concentrated in a certain area?
From what you can see, it looks kind of all over the place. It's connecting the pillars to pillars. There's a lot up in the ceiling. There's some that kind of just hang down, which you presume is connected to the ceiling. So yeah, all over the place.
And just to clarify, these are the pillars you're talking about, right?
Yes.
What's this? The whole area.
Let's see. That area is... So the north area that you can spot, there's this large fireplace there. So this looks to be arrow slits that you could look down.
Oh, defensible into the main entrance.
Yes.
Okay. What are these circular things in here? I guess same arrow slits?
No, those are... Look, give me a blind check to see if you recognize these. They look like 3 large circular containers, but you're not really sure what they are.
Oh, it's a defense. I bet that's for burning oil or something. It's defending the castle.
So you do know what they are. Okay, yeah.
I'm just putting it together because
yeah, absolutely. No, you're totally allowed to know even if you don't make the skill check, but as a player, if you guess it, absolutely.
So this is the entrance, right? So they put hot burning oil and someone's attacking it.
And to go back to the webs, Adam, are they at our level, or are they higher up into the ceiling and rafters?
They're mostly higher up in the ceiling, but there is some that hangs a little bit lower. I would say on a quick visual look around, you don't think that there's any areas that you would just walk and step into a web. It seems as though, again, your maneuverability on the ground level, it's easy, but for something like Bando trying to fly around might be a little bit more challenging.
All right.
We don't. Okay.
Looks
we
like
don't
there's
want to get ambushed.
There's spiders in this room, obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
well, keep your eyes peeled. But what are we going to do?
Well,
Just stand here and wait?
No, we could shoot fire at them.
Reggie, as you step to this area, getting a bit further into the room, yes, in fact, there are spiders here, as you notice almost immediately as these large, giant spiders begin to descend.
Her too, we need fire! Oh my god!
That is a lot of spiders.
I've been practicing fireball, but that's gonna take a little while.
Holy cow.
All right, and as the first one begins to descend, it comes down quite quickly. Scurrying over closer towards you, Finn.
Gnome tank.
As it moves a bit closer here along the webs, you see it kind of lands with this sickly, wet thud sound as it looks right towards you, preparing to strike as we move to Reggie.
Let me just check my tool real quick if you guys don't mind. Yeah. Okay, so you guys, Reggie hasn't cast this spell yet, so I'll explain how it looks. He takes that leathery, kind of shroom looking, it is a mushroom, shield that he has, and he flips it around so the shield part is on the underside of his hand, and then he brings it quickly against his chest, like he's pounding his chest, and he's gonna cast Thunderclap. So I guess that would be 4 con saves.
So keeping in mind that these creatures are still up in the air, right? So they're attached to webs and things. This only goes 5 feet. Are you sure you still want to cast this?
My bad. I thought you said that they descended and landed. I didn't
That was
realize they were
only the
still
one
in the
that's
air.
right next to Finn at the moment.
Okay, so I can still move because they're not on the ground yet. Or
Correct,
how
yes.
how far above are they?
On a quick look, you would assume somewhere between 15, 20, 25 feet, depending on each one.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move back this way and try to give us.
Now, that one
more-
that you stepped on, that one is down, because that's the one that's right
Gotcha.
next to Finn.
Can you give me like a green dot or something for who's on the ground?
Yes, yep, this is the only one on the ground so far.
Okay, perfect. Actually, instead of moving that way, I'm just gonna move into this spot right here. Let's see, I don't have much in the way of spells that go far up into the air. So I'm gonna drop my torch onto the ground, and you see he imitates Eomir the best he can, and he does his little blow dart, and he's gonna shoot one of these ice knives at this guy right here.
That will miss, but go ahead and post damage to burn the spell slot. Alright, and I think... Okay, so when it explodes, the target and each creature within 5 feet, so you're... Okay, I'll say that could potentially get both of them, so give me 2 spell effect rolls.
Okie dokie. 1, 2.
Alright, yes, as it explodes, it will indeed strike 2 of them as the ice knife shatters and wounds them.
Okay. I don't want any of them to land on my head because I don't necessarily know how that's going to play out. So I'm actually going to move this way. So that was, let me just measure to be sure. Yeah, that's 30 atoms. So I'll end my turn there.
Alright, and this one will quickly come down as it does so, plopping onto the ground. And then it is going to attempt to bite you here, Reggie, so defensive roll, please.
We healed, boys.
Alright, as the fangs lash forth, you manage to evade the bite. Alright, this one will also move across the area, but instead of descending, it stays up in the webs, but you do notice it reaches back and then shoots webbing out towards you, Reggie. Defensive roll, please.
Sounds great. Is it within 10 feet of me by chance?
It is not.
Okay.
Alright, you notice this webbing comes flying down and hits the ground right in front of your feet, creating this sticky mess. Bryn.
Okay, Bryn will see this one, run to right here, and hopefully get a good hit with Reggie flanking.
You slash out and do indeed connect.
Huzzah! Oh, we gotta check range. Sorry.
Alright, your great sword slashes into its carapace, wounding it. Okay, next up is Eomir.
Alright, so these guys are 15 feet, 20 feet in the air?
Between 15 and 25 feet in the air.
Okay, so they can't provoke opportunity attacks, right?
Depends on their reach.
Alright, I'm gonna move there. I will eat an opportunity attack if I have to.
You managed to get there without provoking any.
Alright, that's beautiful. Alright, so I am going to step right here and take a shot at that one right there.
Alright, go ahead and make a shot at disadvantage.
Why is it disadvantage?
Because there's one on the
This
ground.
one is on
right
the
next to
ground.
you.
Oh, man.
So the green dot indicates.
Yeah, and that one will get opportunity attack. Oh, man, that's fun. All right, disadvantage.
Just take the shot, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You fire the shot, but miss.
All right, Bando. I had him on my shoulder. That's what I was trying to go for, but I messed it up. I don't know how you changed the numbers there, Adam. But
All right,
yeah.
so you're saying he's on your shoulder. So just declare that ahead of time so it doesn't look suspicious when suddenly it's to your advantage, right? So, but we'll assume he's on your shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Can I have him fly over, attack that guy, and then come back?
You can, yes.
And when he flies over, attacks that guy, can he fly 15 feet above me?
Sure, yep. So go ahead and make your... Okay, so he flies up, tries to attack the spider, misses. Now go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw for Bando. Bando gets caught in some webbing right next to the spider and is restrained.
That's fun. All right, that's my turn. Yeah, just flopped all over that.
All right, this one is going to descend down to the ground as it's making its way here. It is then going to attempt to attack Cat with a bite. Cat, I will need a defensive roll.
Okay. Wait. That's up top. I don't see the...
Just click on your token, and then you should see defense roll.
Oh, yeah, my token wasn't selected.
The bite manages to penetrate through your defenses.
Okay.
You're going to suffer 6 points of piercing damage, and then a Constitution saving throw.
And that is character sheet. Con save.
All right, you managed to succeed on the save, suffering only half of the poison damage, so 6 piercing plus 5 poison for a total of 11.
So 4 of that goes to my temporary HP lasts until a long rest, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 4 of that will go to that, and then I will take 7.
All right, and then Cat, it's your turn to respond.
So I'm going to bonus action disengage with cunning action.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, I kind of fucked up, didn't I? So how tall are these things? Are these like...
Those are essentially, think of them as slots in the ground that you would shoot arrows down.
Yeah, so boiling oil rolls into it and hits down. So I have a clear shot on this one because this guy's still up in the air?
Correct.
Okay, then I will use my action to shoot at the one adjacent to Reggie.
All right, you line up a crossbow shot at the giant spider between Reggie and Bryn.
24.
Yeah, that'll connect.
18.
That's exactly how much damage you needed to do as the bolt punctures right into its face and it is slain.
And I will use my last 5 feet of movement to pop around this corner.
All right.
Oh, team.
Misa is going to take 1 step back and then throw some pouch dust at the one just in front of Finn. But unfortunately, the spider's too quick. Okay, this one is going to crawl across the ceiling and fire some webbing down at Reggie. Reggie, defensive roll, please. Unfortunately, this is going to manage to get you, and as the webbing connects, you find yourself restrained. Okay, this one is also going to descend. So for East, I'm going to back that guy up a moment. Okay, so this one will descend, and he's essentially, his butt is kind of up in the air, but his mouth is coming down enough that he can get towards you, Finn. So I'm going to put a green down at him. He bites out at you, but you manage to evade the strike. This one will also climb over across the ceiling and shoot some webbing down at Bryn. Bryn, defensive roll, please. Unfortunately, this is going to connect as well, Bryn, as you suddenly find yourselves restrained. All right, and noticing the tasty snack that is Bryn, who is all restrained now, this spider will descend to the ground and then make a bite attack. So defensive roll at disadvantage, Bryn. Nice. Even though you're struggling in these webs, you managed to evade the strike as we move to Finn.
Oh my goodness. So, I see. Okay, icons are on the guys. Okay, so you zoom up real quick. Bryn's restrained. Okay. I mean, really, what choice do I have here? Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. Are the webs all in the air? Like, there's none that are hitting the ground. So if I attempted to disengage and run this way, there's no web would get me, right?
Just keep in mind the ones marked with green dots are on the ground, so you can't move through enemies unless you take a special action to attempt to do so. But yes, you don't see any webs on the ground level, other than those ones that have been shot down to seal Reggie and Bryn to the ground.
All right, but okay, this guy, we're sharing it, so I could probably disengage and go this way, right?
You can, yes. He's still partially up in the air. So think of him as being basically at the 6 foot mark, right? So he's like 5 feet off the ground, so you can walk under him.
Right. Okay, disengage, right? So 5, 10, 15. $20, $25. No bonus action left.
All right, Kurt, you at the lowest part of the stairs here. What would you like to do?
All right, so theater of the mind, Adam here. Lowest part of the stairs. So can I see any of these guys?
I would say you can see some spider legs. That one that you just pinged on, you can't see his full body. The one below him, you can see the full body, but either way, you're going to be dealing with some cover issues. If you fire from there, firing through both Misa and then potentially the spider legs of the other one.
All right, and if I share the space with Misa,
It would count as squeezing.
Yeah, and then shoot, I'd hate to use. I only have 1 second level spell left.
So for a visual perspective, keep in mind that technically the space that is here is free because this spider his butt is basically against this partial wall. So if you were to stand here, you could actually fire. I would say you could probably fire at this guy clearly. If you fire at this guy, I would give him cover because basically you're only seeing like half of his body, right? But you could certainly step here and then fire at this one if you wished.
Yeah, what I was wondering, Adam, is I just see that we're kind of up against a bad spot right now, and I hate to do it, but I was thinking about using my line of fire fireball thing, the Agonizer Scorcher.
If you step past Misa, I would say you can hit the 2 of them there.
Yeah, I hate to use it on just 2, but I think desperate times, so I'll go ahead and do that.
All right, so you step past Misa, and then you throw out an Agonizer's Scorching Blast, or whatever it's called. Go ahead and post that guy, and then 2 spell effect rolls. Agonizer's Scorcher. Okay, and this is Dexterity, so unfortunately both of them are going to succeed on this as they are quick little buggers, quite literally, but they will suffer half damage, so 5 points of fire to each.
Alright, shoot, that didn't work. I'm going to go ahead and end my turn.
Alright, this one is also going to make his way down, stepping right next to Bryn here. And he's going to attempt to bite Bryn. So Bryn, defensive roll, please. And yes, it is at disadvantage, but even still, continuing that legacy of amazing defense there, you are not struck. All right, this one is going to circle around to here as he then attempts to bite Aomir. Aomir, defensive roll.
It won't hit.
As the bite hits for 6 piercing and then a con save, please.
See, I try to be confident.
All right, you succeed on this save, suffering only half the poison damage. So that's going to be 6 piercing and 3 poison, total of 9 points of damage to you as we move to Reggie, who's currently restrained by webbing.
Indeed I am. Adam, just for notation, could you turn my light off and then put the torch here? I'm sorry, here where I dropped it. Because I don't want to give myself vision of things I can't see because my torch is there.
Oh, so you actually still have the light from your flame blade, which should have been turned off. So I'll turn that off. Okay, and then you're saying separately you have a torch currently lit.
Yeah, not in my hand. I dropped it. I don't have vision right now, so I can't tell you where. I feel like it was somewhere over here-ish. There's a spider in the air near Bryn. It's 1 square to the left of that. Of Bryn.
So you dropped it at the beginning of your first turn, is what you're saying?
Yep, I dropped it right there, and then I moved, and then that's when I cast Ice Knife. So right now I've got a shield and then an empty hand.
Okay.
And then, thank you. I'm sorry for the clerical part of that.
No, you're good.
I am going to... Where the heck did all my friends go? I don't see anybody. I'm just going to chill touch...
They're hiding under the webs.
I'm going to chill touch this guy up in the air that shot me with the web.
All right, this attack will be at disadvantage. And it will miss.
Yeah, not much I can do. In my turn.
All right, this one will now descend as he sees Reggie struggling. And as he comes down, he's going to go in for that bite, Reggie. Defensive roll at disadvantage. Oof, this will be a critical hit. Go ahead and roll a poison critical upon yourself. Okay, this will be considered a true crit, and then I'll need a con save as well. Alright, that will be a failure, so that's going to be 8 piercing damage plus 18 points of poison damage for a total of 26 points of damage. Next up is Bryn, currently restrained.
Alright, she'd like to get out of the web.
Alright, so you can use your action to attempt to break this using either athletics or acrobatics. Yes, you managed to burst through the webbing here and free yourself.
Alright, she'll brush herself off, stand up, draw her sword, and say, "Come at me, big dumb spiders."
Alright, we move to Aomir.
Alright, so this guy right here, drop my bow, grab my short sword.
Okay, bow clatters to the ground. You interact with object to grab out your short sword, and you pierce to this one hanging on the side of the half wall. That is going to be a fumble. Go ahead and roll a melee fumble. Alright, your confidence is shattered. You have disadvantage on your next attack roll against any target.
That's pretty fitting for Victor calling out.
Yeah. Alright. Can I bonus action have Bando try to get out of the webbing?
What is the bonus action allows you to issue him to take any action? Is that right?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay, so on his stat block or some other action. So sure, yeah, I would say you can cause him to use his action to try to break free. So make him take either athletics or acrobatics.
That's gonna be acrobatics.
Unfortunately, that will not be enough as he is still stuck in the webbing.
Yeah, I know. Breaking my heart, Adam. All right, that's it. Wow, what a turn!
All right, this one that is currently on the ground is going to climb up the side of the wall, going after the snack that is Bando. He is then going to take a bite at Bando. Bando needs a defensive roll at disadvantage. And it's probably going to be hard for you to click on him, so I'm going to move this guy away.
Oh, okay.
So this will indeed connect as the bite goes through to Bando. So that'll be 7 piercing, and then Bando will have to make a Constitution save. And he will succeed that save, so he'll suffer half damage, so 7 piercing, 6 poison for 13 total damage to Bando. And we move to Cat's turn.
Let's see. Holding Alt. Holding Alt is refreshing my Roll20. Oh god. I have a clear shot on this one.
Yes.
Steady aim. Crossbow shot.
That will connect.
14.
All right, bolt punctures in some of his legs here, and you hear a screeching sound in response.
Must end turn.
All right, Miza, still caught in this little area here, is going to throw a pouch dust at the one that is now trying to eat Bando. But unfortunately, Spider's too fast and is able to scurry out of the way. Alright, this one's turn. He is going to descend, climbing down and getting into Reggie's area here, and he's going to take the attack at advantage and with flanking. So Reggie, defensive roll, please.
No. I'm just kidding. As he enters my space, though, Adam, I am going to hit him with this.
Alright, so use your reaction to try to cause some damage to him, but unfortunately that will not affect him. The bite manages to get through. That'll be 7 piercing and a con save.
Well, here we go. If I don't make this, it's kapooey.
You fail the save for a total of 13 points of damage, which drops you to exactly 0. Alright, this one's turn. He is going to stretch out here as he pulls to the ground and attacks Aomir. Aomir, defensive roll, please. Yes, you managed to evade this bite.
Too bad.
Alright, this one is also going to climb down. And then take an attack on Bryn. Bryn, defensive roll, please. Alright, so you are no longer restrained, which makes that a normal roll, which makes that a fumble. Go ahead and roll a melee fumble. He is quite embarrassed, but otherwise unaffected. Alright, this one's turn. He is also going to try to attack you here, Bryn, so another defensive roll. Yes, once again, managing to evade the strike as we move to Finn.
Alright, Finn's gonna move here. Got a clear shot at the guy, at this guy. He's gonna take his Zippo out. I'm gonna blow on it, firebolt.
That
Yikes.
will miss.
It's 5, 10, 15.
Okay, next up is Kurtu.
All right, Adam. Still a little bit theater of the mind. I'm gonna come up a spot. And I am going to cast Bless on myself, of course. I mean, that's just gonna happen. Bryn and Cat, because that's who I can see. Who is this here?
Through the mass of bodies, that looks like an elf.
Okay. That's... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and, I'll cast Bless. And I'm going to go ahead and cast it on the elf, because he's in a predicament there from what I can tell, Bryn and myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and shoot this one here with Firebolt.
You need to equip a spell to do that.
Right.
Because I cast a spell then?
Bless is an action.
Because
and Firebolt
that's
being
right,
action.
that's right. Firebolt is an action, not a
Bonus
that's
action,
true. And then I'll get a disadvantage on that anyway, right?
From where you're standing now, yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna waste it then on... You know what? Actually, I will. I'll just use a different spell. Sorry, I'll use my Quicken spell, use my last sorcery points. And since I am worried about missing, I just won't miss.
Okay, that's always good. Okay, and who is the target of that? Alright, the 3 fiery arrows lash around, striking into this giant spider, wounding it badly.
Yeah, and I'm out of spell points all completely, so...
Alright, so as we move over here, just Bryn, quick question for you. I noticed that you have an 18 AC on your sheet. So as a barbarian, you're getting your con plus your dex, but I'm trying to figure out where the other 2 points is coming from. Do you happen to know?
Oh, I thought I changed it back to 16. I increased it to 18 when I got the +2 from the prior fight.
Yeah, that's right. Misa Dragonfly blessing.
Yep, that's what
Gotcha. And what are you doing to increase it by 2? I'm trying to figure out where on the sheet it's actually going up by 2.
Armor class.
Manually?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, if you don't mind, set that back to 16 then. And yeah, I think this is the first I knew you could manually modify the armor class like that. Because usually we always use modifiers. So yeah, all right, good to know that you can do that. Okay, so
Sorry.
No, good. It's I'm glad we figured that one out. All right, so back to 16 then. So this one descends, and he is also going to attempt to bite you here, Bryn, and this will be with the flank. So defensive roll, please. This bite will manage to get through, and you are going to suffer 6 piercing, and then I will need a con save.
Don't forget Bless.
I've got Bless on.
All right, you will succeed on that save, suffering only half, so that's 6 piercing plus 7 poison for a total of 13 damage to Bryn. Alrighty, we move to the top of the round with this one. It is going to climb along the wall right over Eomir to get to here and then attempt to attack Cat. So Cat, you notice the spider just loops right around easily on the wall and tries to bite you. Defensive roll, please.
So it's on the wall near the ground. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep. So it's within 5 feet. It's basically sticking on this, kind of like on this wall right here that's just to your south.
Okay.
Just
You
enough.
sound- Nope.
Not
Alright, that
enough.
bite will manage to get through, and it's going to deal 9 piercing and then a constitution save.
Save.
That unfortunately will fail, so the full damage, so a total of 15 points of damage between the piercing and the poison.
Alright, we're in trouble.
Okay, Reggie, you are down, but not on death saves because you are exactly at 0, so no need to roll. Okay, this one here. it is going to grapple Reggie and start moving away.
Oh no.
You notice as it begins to ascend...
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. I had bless for the con save, but I didn't
No.
have it checked.
No, actually, I switched it because I couldn't tell who you were, if you were next
Oh,
to
that's
anybody.
right. You couldn't see me. You switched
Yeah.
it to Aemir. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Nope,
Yeah.
no worries. All right, so this spider is no longer on the ground. It currently has Reggie grappled, and it is about 10 feet up in the air at this point. Okay, we'll move to Bryn's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna hack out at the one to my north.
One to your north, okay. That slash will definitely connect. Carving into the spider and wounding it as you slash it in its base.
Alright, let's get the party going.
Alright, Aomir's turn.
Aemir, help!
Yeah, I was gonna say this guy right here. Slash out at him.
You pierce out at him with your short sword.
Pierce. I also get a D4 for my bless.
Okay, that will certainly hit.
Cool.
You stab and wound him.
Alright. Action or bonus action. Brando, get out of there.
Alright, so once again, he will attempt to break free of this, and he does manage to do so. So that's the action you've issued to him, so he breaks free. He's no longer restrained.
Okay. Alright, he is going to fly under the radar, I guess, like under the webs, and end up like right there. Are there any webs in there?
Along the ceiling, yes.
I mean, in here.
Along the ceiling, yes.
Along the ceiling, yes. Okay. He's gonna stay about 10 feet. We'll make it 5 feet. He's gonna stay 5 feet in the air. Alright, that's his turn. I wish I could help you there. Cat, I'm sorry. That's my turn.
Alright, this one's turn as his bird snack has now gone away. He is going to fire some webs down at Kurtu. Kurtu, defensive roll, please.
They disappeared on me.
Do you have your token selected?
That's probably why not.
Alright, as the webs come flashing down, you hop backwards and are not struck as we move to Cat.
Bonus action, disengage. 5, 10, 15. Is the bird small enough that it's not granting cover to the spider?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. I'll spend a hero point to try to make sure I hit this.
Okay, yeah.
So this thing has to die or I'm about to die. Doesn't matter, but I'll deduct it anyway.
Yep, yeah, go ahead and burn it and then post your damage, but actually I don't think you can do... Yeah, that is totally going to kill it as the bolt goes right through it.
That was 15, and then I will pop around the corner for the rest of my movement.
Okay, Mize's turn. She might have tried to get into the room and throw a heal to Reggie real quick, but she doesn't know he's down and no one's told her. So unfortunately, she's just going to throw some pouch dust at the one south of Kurtu. But once again, Spider is just too quick. Alright, this Spider's turn. He is not happy that the one that just took Reggie away is stealing his meal. So he's going to come over here and try to steal the meal back. And he manages to do so as he grapples Reggie. And they're kind of in a Reggie in the middle spit at the moment. Alright, this one here is going to attack Aomir. Aomir, defensive roll. Yes, you managed to evade this strike. This one is going to attack Bryn. Bryn evades the strike. This one is going to shoot webbing at Bryn. Oof, catches you, Bryn, and you are restrained. Alright, so with that webbing on Bryn, we move to Finn.
I'm doing that on a firebolt. Hero point on the guy see south of Yoamir.
Alright, yes, that certainly connects. Go ahead and post damage.
Oh my god, seriously. It's
Your,
like all the roll on D10s are ones.
your flick of fire wounds him slightly.
I need to update my Zippo.
Yeah, you need like a propane torch or something. Kurtu's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into the. I'm gonna try to do 2 points damage, but I'm gonna go ahead and use a hero point as well because I'm already at a disadvantage on this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to attack this guy.
Okay, sure.
And Anna, where's the hero?
Should be your
point?
very first attack in your attack list. In the middle of your character sheet. Yep, there you go. Alright, so we'll add 4 on top of your attack roll. Alright, yes, that will certainly connect. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. That's disadvantage because you're within 5 feet, which means you rolled a 1, which is an auto miss regardless of total. So, yeah, that's a fumble spell. You are quite embarrassed.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Alright, we move to this one's turn. It is going to attack Bryn, now at advantage. So disadvantage Bryn, once again managing to evade the strike. We move to the top of the round. Reggie is still unconscious. And we move to this spider's turn, who is going to now try to steal him back again. But does not manage to do so, and now seems to give up this battle, realizing the other one's stronger, and he's going to start climbing down. Looking for an easier meal, perhaps. Alright, Bryn, your turn, currently restrained.
I'm going to try to get out of it.
Alright, so use your action to try to break free. Go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check to break free. Oof, unfortunately, no. These webs are thick and they stop you from breaking free.
Oh, drat.
Alright, we move to Aomir's turn. There's this one to your south, and now you can see one up high above, but looking down hungrily at you, Aomir.
Yeah, as I look at the one to upward, how high is it?
He's currently at the 20-foot mark.
Alright. Alright, I'm going for gold here. I'm gonna use one of my hero points and try to smack that guy.
Alright, you stab down towards this guy with your sword. And what do you know? Hero point exactly how much needed to hit. Go ahead and post damage. And what do you know? 1 point over what you needed to kill the giant spider.
Oh, no kidding.
Truly a hero moment right there.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna move.
He still has plus.
Ooh, can I use my action, Can I drop my sword and grab my bow? I forget how we ruled that earlier.
So you can freely drop a weapon. Now keep in mind, when stuff's on the ground, it's not always as easy to pick up depending on what's going on. Did you drop your bow exactly in this point?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so then yes, you can pick it up from here.
Alright, swords dropped, bows grabbed. Alright, I'm gonna move right there. Does he have reach?
He does not take an opportunity attack against you from 20 feet away.
Thank you. Alright, 20 feet, that's 30 for him. 30. Does he get grabbed by any kind of web? Like, is it possible for him to get grabbed by webs?
So you're sending Bando 20 feet up into the air to strike at the spider?
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and make your attack from Bando. He misses, and then as he tries to twirl around here, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's what I was scared of.
He is indeed caught up in the webbings up higher in this room and is once again restrained.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, this one is now going to climb down, and I'll hang alongside the wall here and attempt to bite Kurtu. Kurtu, defensive roll, please. You manage to evade this strike, Kurtu, and are not hit as we move to Cat.
Right. Let me do my measurement again, because I did not account for this. God damn it. So I just completely closed roll 20. That's cool.
It's got your pointer locked in place, too, so that's funny. Oh, there it goes. Now fast away.
Come on. Yeah, bringing it back. Loading. Wonder if I have a computer setting that's screwing me up when I hold Alt down. That might be what's...
I'm not sure if it would back you out. I know sometimes it tries to resize the screen on me if I hold down Alt and I wheel or something like that on accident.
Sure, I just clicked my token. I didn't mean to do that. I did it again. So I'm not going to do that anymore.
So I assume you're trying to see if you have a clear shot?
I'm trying to see if I have a clear shot at the one next to Bryn that is injured.
I would say the one to her north you do, yes.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. This guy right here.
Yep, you have a clear shot at him.
So steady aim, shoot him.
That'll connect.
5 or 21.
That is exactly how much damage you need to do to kill this one.
That is popping off. Can't move, so in turn. I've also lost my music.
I can restart that for you. Should come right back on. Alright, okay. Misa heard Kurtu now shout out, so she will risk it for the biscuit as she passes by here. She will see Reggie over there. Okay, and double checking her spells here. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a ranged heal, but what she is going to do is throw a shield of flowers over towards Reggie. So Reggie, you're not aware of this because you're unconscious, but you are suddenly surrounded by an array of flowers, and it might help you out a bit. That is going to be her bonus action, and then as an action, she is going to throw some pouch dust at the one just southwest of her here. But unfortunately, once again, these spiders are just too quick. Alright, this one here currently has Reggie grappled, and it is going to pull him away. Okay, Bryn, I think it's pretty much you. Maybe Kurtu, you'll notice this as well, as the spider is going to move here and then start making its way down the stairs. With Reggie in tow.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is this one, who is going to bite into Bryn. Bryn, disadvantage, defensive roll. Nice, once again, even at disadvantage, managing to evade the strikes. All-time defensive roll.
So
there.
good.
Yes, she is. All right, Finn, your turn.
Move 15 to there. Take a look what's going on. Let's see. This one next to Misa, I'm going to hero point it.
Exactly what you need to hit the creature.
Haha, look at that.
Wounding it badly.
Alright, so that's 15. This one's in the air. I don't see a dot on it, right?
Yes, it is right up there next to the bird snack.
Okay, so he's gonna eat the bird. That's good.
Better than eating a person.
No.
I'm gonna get involved. I got some hit points to give up to the party, so I'm gonna offer my body here.
Nice phrasing.
I would say that's not this kind of game there.
Yeah, no, offer my hit points. Let's see, 20. Yeah, I'm gonna.
We've been playing for a while. Anything goes, brother. That's okay. All right. Being inspired by the fire that was just sent, I'm going to hero point it as well, because, well, I have to. Let's hope it actually hits.
So you're firing at the one in melee with you, right?
That's exactly it. So it'll be a disadvantage, but I also have bless on and I have a +6. So let's see what
as long as you don't roll a nat 1 again.
Yeah. Who's to say, right?
Right.
On wood.
Nice.
Yes!
That'll definitely connect. Wow, that is more than needed as the giant spider is burnt to the ground.
All right. So what I'm going to do now, Adam, and just trying to kind of figure out where things are as far as spacing goes, right? So if I go here, Adam, just because these are bigger creatures in the squares, are they within 10 feet of me, both of them?
Yes. Or wait a minute, both of them? The one to your southeast is. The one over here would be 20 feet away.
Yeah, but what about the one up north here?
He's 20 feet in the air, so minimum 20
okay.
feet away.
Okay, and what are these here? Can I climb over these at all?
The circular things in the middle, those look to be some large circular containers that Finn proposed might be used to dump boiling oil down below.
Okay. Yeah, and I was down the stairs when all that happened. So what I'm trying to do, Adam, is I'm trying to get into a spot where I'm 10 feet from both of them is really what I'm doing.
I think it's going to be challenging because the one to your north is 20 feet in the air. So if you were to climb on
yeah,
this...
but now I'm saying these two here.
Oh, those two there? Yeah, I think that would do it right there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say,
Hear this noise, you crazy spiders! Ah!
Sounds like a draconic roar. I don't think that was the right one.
Yeah, legacy won't work, right?
Oh, your legacy as a kobold is very effective in battle.
All
okay,
right,
so you and
go.
your allies have advantage on attack rolls against any of those enemies who could hear you. All right, did we build that in where you can click it and burn uses as an attack?
I don't know, but I'm just going to -1. It's at 2 right now, Adam. I'll just -1 there.
All right, fair enough. So yes, both of these, everybody will have advantage on the attacks against them.
And it is built in there. I just saw it. Thanks.
Yep, no worries. All right, so I'm going to throw a little red down arrow to remind us that these guys' attacks against them have advantage. Okay, and that will last until start of your next turn. Okay.
Yeah, but I had to try, you know.
Sure. Hey, every little bit helps. This one is going to attack Bryn. Bryn, defensive roll, please. Oof, this time they managed to get through, and this will be a critical. Go ahead and roll a poison critical upon yourself there, Bryn. Twice as many damage as normal. You are poisoned for the next minute. Okay, so this is a true crit. Okay, so that's going to be 9 points of piercing damage. Then I'll need a con save.
Which you have bless for.
And can I use a... Well, would this con save get rid of the poison condition?
No.
Adam?
Nope, this one is just to see if you take full poison damage or half.
Okay.
Alright, you succeed on that, so you'll suffer half of this poison damage. So that will be 13 poison damage plus 9 piercing for a total of 22 damage to Bryn. Now, a reminder that you are now considered to be poisoned, Bryn, so I'll throw that icon on you as well. However, at the end of each of your turns, you're going to get a chance to shake off this effect. All right, move to the top of the round. Still nothing Reggie can do. Move to this one, who's going to try to eat a bird snack. So defensive roll from Bando at disadvantage. That is going to hit. 5, and even if he succeeds on this save, he is dead. So Bando is clung up in the webs here, but slain. The spider is then going to climb down over the wall to get to here. Okay, Bryn's turn, currently poisoned. What would you like to do?
And I believe I'm also restrained by the
Yes.
web.
Yes, you are.
So I would like to use well, I'm going to try and get out of the web, so I'd like to use one of my hit die to make an athletics check to get out.
Okay, so you want to use a hero point, so go ahead and click that. Should be the highest attack on your sheet. And then you're going to use an athletics check to try to break free of the webs. However, being poisoned, this is going to be at disadvantage.
So, okay, do I make an athletics check and just subtract the hit dice?
So you should see a thing that says hero point in your attack list at the very top. Click that first, and then go ahead and roll an athletics check. So you'll notice, like right under where it says exhaustion level, and then it says name, the very first one says hero point. Just go ahead and click where it says hero point. Are you having trouble locating it, Bryn?
Where the hit dice are? The hit, yes.
So
yeah.
below
Oh,
hit
yes,
dice.
yeah.
All right, so you're going to get to add 7 to this. Now throw athletics. We're going to take it the lower of the two. All right, yes, you easily break free and are no longer restrained.
Okay, and then
So that was your action.
can I also use a hero point to make the Constitution saving throw?
Unfortunately not, because that is made at the end of your turn, not as part of your turn. So, or actually, you know what? I would say sure, but we won't roll it until the end of your turn.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna end my turn there.
Okay, so if you end your turn, so go ahead and spend another hero point then, and then make a con save. Okay, so you get to add 5. Yes, all right, and you are no longer poisoned now either.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. All right, we move to Aomir, who suddenly has a spider up in his grill.
All right. Due to the size of the spider, do I have to tumble or shove to get out of to get through him?
If you're trying to move through him, yes, because he's only large. They have to be 2 sizes higher to allow you to move through at difficult terrain.
Okay.
So as a reminder, we also have the Draconic Cry happened.
But not on this one. It has to be
not on
within
that
10
one,
feet
yeah.
of...
Yeah.
Wait, say that again?
The enemies that are affected by
Oh.
Draconic Cry have to be within 10 feet of the caster when he
Roger
uses
that.
it.
Yeah, okay. Copy that.
Yeah. Okay. So I do have bless. I don't remember. Does bless affect that kind of roll?
Skills? No, it's saving throws.
That's right. Okay. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try it.
So it's an attack roll or saving throw. So, all right, so you're trying to tumble through the spider?
Whatever.
So if you're trying to
tumble.
move through the spider, you have 2 options. Tumble, which relies on acrobatics, or overrun, which relies on athletics.
I'm gonna tumble.
All right, would you like to do so as an action or as a bonus action?
Well, hold on. I'm thinking. Man. You know what? No, screw that. I'm gonna provoke it. I'm gonna provoke opportunity attack, and I'm gonna move right here.
All right, give me a defensive roll as he does indeed attempt to make that attack. And it connects,
Of course.
dealing 6 piercing damage and then needing a con save. You'll succeed on that, suffering half the poison, so 3 total of 9 damage.
All right, I'm gonna shoot it really hard.
All right, you shoot it really hard, but unfortunately, that is going to miss.
Did you have bless?
Ooh,
Check?
would bless make a difference on that?
Bless do affect attack rolls, yes.
Well, I mean, like if I roll it, would it make a difference?
If you roll a 4, yes.
Ah.
No, unfortunately, that's going to miss.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna shout out like, guys, get help Reggie.
Which way did he go?
East.
Cat's
Well,
turn.
I kind of can't get around the big fat spider. So, order of operations here, I kind of have to kill this one first, or attempt to kill
I'll
this
do
one.
it after I save Bryn's life.
Alright, so this is gonna be... Yeah, I'm kind of cornered, so I'm gonna steady aim, shoot him. I assume I can do that from top right corner to center of mass?
Yes.
I just don't want to do it again and slow this
I don't blame you, yeah. Yes, that will connect as the bolt punctures into his body, wounding him.
15.
Okay, Miza's turn, and she's going to try to make her way over here. She'll get to here, and then she's going to dash, get to here, and she'll shout, "He's at the bottom of the stairs!" The spider is then going to move with Reggie to an area of unknown area. And then, unfortunately, it is now going to attempt to bite Reggie. So, Miza is going to throw a... Or actually, I put the dice... Well, yeah, this would make sense. I'm going to make her roll it. So here's a spell effect roll for her. Okay, the spider is unable to bite Reggie because of that flower shield. Alright, we move to this spider, who is going to attack Bryn with the flank. Defensive roll, please, Bryn. Once again, managing to evade the strike of these giant spiders and move to Finn.
Oh, I'm inspired by the draconic cry, but it would only work on these guys. So, I'm gonna forego that draconic cry. Even though I like you, Kurto, it is very inspiring. I'm gonna hero point this, and I know it's disadvantaged, but the one to my north is gonna see a firebolt.
Okay. That'll connect. Wounding the creature near death.
Okay, Oh, yes! Haha, I'm a smart player. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will end my turn.
Okay, start of Kurtu's turn. The Draconic Cry ends.
You know what?
Can you shoot this one? Please?
No, I need to save Bryn. Sorry. Ah!
Alright, you reapply the Draconic Cry.
Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to go after that one there, thinking that maybe those guys can then come over and help them with that Draconic Cry that was so wonderful.
Okay.
So I'm going to go after the one up north, seeing that it's almost dead.
Get over here!
And Adam, I'm actually going to use a hero point on that one.
Okay, sure.
That'll use up my last hero point.
Oof. Another fumble.
Yeah, and
Why do you do this?
yeah,
Spell
Yeah.
fumble roll. Hopefully you don't get that one that causes a fireball to explode at your target.
I remember before I rolled really well.
Wait, is that a
weeks
thing?
ago.
No, it's really not. Okay, so the area of 5 feet radius around your location becomes heavily obscured. Okay, so basically smoke just appears around you, and you're kind of hidden in a little smoky area now. But of course, you also cannot see out of it.
That's okay. I've been in Finn's kitchen before. It's the same thing. It's almost the same thing.
So I'm gonna go ahead and with the smoke and everything, I'm going to leave the smoky area.
Okay.
I'm just gonna what's going on over here? Oh, less smoke over here.
All right, you climb down off these cauldron deals and head over to there. All right, this one's still trying to take Bryn down. Bryn, defensive roll, please. Once again, man, this has got to be the hottest streak of dice. That's awesome.
I know.
All right, top of the round. Unfortunately, Reggie still can't do anything. This one's turn, and he is going to move to here. And Cat, he's going after you. Defensive
Any
roll,
kind of
please.
self-preservation instinct on 1 HP?
He's got more than one, unfortunately, and
Okay.
no.
So I will use my inspiration if I fail this roll.
Okay. So you're essentially using it to... Oh, yeah, I guess that works. So you're rolling
Yeah,
it first
so-
and then going to decide.
Would you like me... That's how we do it, right? Or
With
would I give myself-
inspiration, yes. Yep, you can
Okay.
see it first.
So here comes my defensive roll. I don't need it, I don't think.
That will connect, so you can choose to re-roll. if
That
you
will
wish.
connect.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, I have to re-roll. So here it comes again.
All right,
even
so
worse.
unfortunately, that bite will still manage to get through to you, Cat. And that's going to be 11 piercing damage and then
That's
a
enough
con
to
save.
drop me.
If you succeed, how much do you have left right now? Oh, only
11.
11. Okay,
Yeah.
so the 11 certainly is not going to kill you, so that will make you drop to the ground, though. So, Aelmir, you notice the spider scurries here, lunging forth with its bite, hitting into Cat, who collapses to the ground. And then we move to Bryn's turn.
Alright, I would like to...
Remember, they got the Draconic Cry thing on it.
Alright, I will try and hit that one. And Brian's yelling at me to use my hero points, which I'm gonna do. So I'd like to attack it with the hero point.
All right, click on your hero point first, and this attack will be at advantage, so we'll take the higher of the two and add 5 to see if you hit. You do indeed, as that blade slashes down into the creature. Wounds it very badly, making it near death.
Alright.
Okay, move to Aelmir's turn.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scurry this way. And I know it's gonna be at disadvantage because it's right there. So I'm gonna take a hero point and not use sharpshooter.
All right, go ahead and burn your hero point.
This should be my last one.
Actually, that's saying you don't have any left.
I thought that I had 2 of them.
Had you maybe spent one earlier? Remember, those only refresh on a long rest.
Yeah, maybe I spent one earlier. Alright. Alright. Whatever. Not using sharpshooter. Disadvantage. Yeehaw!
That will connect. And based on the fact that it has 2 hit points left, it is slain.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome, Cat.
Cat doesn't say that because Cat is unconscious, but Jordan says thank you.
I used, hold on. Oh man, I had it measured. I used 15 feet. Oh man. I'm gonna, these right here, can I step on those?
Yeah, you could straddle them.
That's 35. Oh man. That's my turn.
Okay, Cat, death save, please.
Death save.
Yes, because you dropped below 0.
Oh, I thought the spider bite stabilized Reggie though.
No, Dreadtrue is dropped to exactly 0, which is why he didn't have to make death saves.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand that. Okay. Is this blind?
Yeah, so set yourself to GM roll and then post on the death save.
Okay. 2 GM.
All right, and then of course we'll keep that secret, and we will move on to our next user here. Okay, so Miza is going to head on down the stairs. And once she does so, she's going to attempt to throw some pouch dust at the spider. But yes, unfortunately, spider is too fast for her. All right, this spider is going to move a bit more. And is going to attempt to bite Reggie once again. This time, unfortunately, it gets through the shield of flowers. Whoop. So Reggie, defensive roll at disadvantage. Okay, so that'll connect, which means this is an auto crit. So go ahead and roll a poison crit on yourself. Okay, so standard damage here, and then go ahead and make a con save. Altogether 21. I don't think that's going to matter, so that will just count as... And because that wasn't a true crit, that's just going to be one failed death save.
Is it not 2 failed saves for 2 separate damages?
No, because that damage all comes together.
Perfect. Cool.
All right, we move to this one here, who's still attacking Bryn. Bryn, defensive roll, please. This time it does indeed get through. 5 piercing and a con save, Bryn. Failing the save, you'll take that full damage, 19 points.
And I'm down.
I show 22 HP on your sheet, no?
But that was before the 5.
No, so 19 total.
5.
Plus
19
5.
total.
Yeah,
So
it's
you have-
19 total.
Oh, okay. I
5
thought
plus
5
14.
And then it was 19. Okay.
Yep, you're good. So yeah, so just hanging on there by a little bit as we move to Finn.
Oh my god. Yeah, I might take flank out. I'm gonna move 1 here. I'm going to hero point firebolt the one to this guy here, please.
Okay.
Dang it. Sorry.
So unfortunately, that will miss.
So then 10. Where's the stairs? Where does she run to?
He would be at advantage if that matters at all, because I had the draconic.
Oh,
rod.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still active.
Step back to where you shot. I wanted to check real quick see if there's any cover. I will say that hits. So 3 points of... Or no, you didn't roll damage.
Oh,
boy.
God. God. Hey, 5 plus 5, and there's 10. And which way is the stair? Where do I see Miza run to?
The east.
No, I know, but this way, I guess. Is this the stairs?
So Miza was by Kurtu when she ran to the east.
I thought Miza was here when she ran.
Yep. So basically, what
Okay,
what
hey,
you see...
Kurtu, where did she go?
Help Miza, she's down the stairs! This way!
Oh, there's stairs there. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, sadly. Okay. Sorry, Bryn, that person's gonna have a flank on you.
All right, start of Kurtu's turn. The Draconic Roar ends.
Yeah, what a waste of 2 draconic roars. But anyway. Alright, I'm going there, and I'm going to blast with my favorite cantrip.
And I assume this is at the wounded one?
Heck yeah.
Alright, it had 1 HP left, so that will kill it.
Alright.
You guys got this one.
Well, cat's down.
Well, I would assume that the elf would get hers, so. Actually, Adam, I'm not going to move down there if that's okay. Because it just doesn't make sense for what he would be doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and... shoot, I hate to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and end my turn right here.
Alright, and yes, unfortunately, Bryn, this one is going to attempt to bite you. Defensive roll, please. The attack goes through Bryn. That is going to drop you to the ground. And once Bryn is down, you see it hovers over her hungrily. Okay, still nothing Reggie can do, unfortunately. Bryn, death saving throw. So make sure...
Wait, can I... I'm sorry, Adam, I don't mean to interrupt you, but because I took damage that last turn, does that mean that I'm actively dying now? Which means I should be able to make a death save, right?
Yes, that is true. Yeah, you'll have to make a death save, unfortunately. So you should have 1 failed death save right now, so go ahead and roll a death save. And then, Bryn, on your sheet, set it to 2 GM before you roll your death save. Same with you, Reggie, but...
Guess that's 2.
No,
Okay.
it's 4.
Yes,
All right,
4.
so then we'll move to Aomir's turn.
All right, I'm going to move right here. Can I quickly look on the ground and see where those spiders, or look around, I should say, and see where those spiders went?
You want to use an action to try to look around and see if you see any spiders?
No, not see any spiders, but like kind of track them, being a ranger and all.
So you want to try to look around and see if you can figure out where the spiders went.
Yeah.
Okay, you can spend your action to look around for any signs of where the spiders went, sure. It'd be a blind survival check.
No, I don't want to do that. Use 25 feet to get here. I'm going to use 5 more feet to get there. I'm sorry, Reggie. You're a goner, homie. All right, I'm going here. Yeah. Let me look at something. Just a moment. Yeah, that's my turn.
I'm gonna yell, "Kill the spider!"
Wait. I'm going to use the dash action to go back in here. That's another 35, so that's my action. I'm out of reach. I would like to save you, Cat. But
I appreciate it, my man.
I am 5 feet away. Alright, can you just get a little closer? That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll inch my way while I'm unconscious.
All right, Cat, 2 GM
Right.
death save, please.
5 feet of movement as I'm unconscious. Yeah, we're good. So 2 GM, highlighted in red.
All right, and then we'll move on to our next here. All right, down below, Misa is not having much luck with her pouch dust here. But she doesn't really have much else that can help here. And she doesn't think her quarterstaff's going to do much. So yeah, she's going to try her pouch dust once again. Ooh, this time, is that good enough? I don't know if that's good enough.
Yeah, I checked.
Yes, that just is enough, as the radiant energy will burn the spider. Alright, and then we move to the spider's turn. And now that it's being attacked and has actually been hit, it is going to drop Reggie here as he is currently bleeding out. It's going to move to here and attack Misa. Misa will be hit. Okay, Misa is wounded as we move to Finnegan.
Alright, Kirtu, I'm the closest. You help Bryn and kill this spider. I'm going downstairs. 5, 10, 15.
As you step to the 10-foot mark there, Finn, you can see the spider at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, okay, so I'll stop there. I'm gonna... No more hero points left. I'm gonna dip my zipper out and try to zap it.
Okay, so you can only see part of the spider, basically its leg, so it will have some cover from here. That attack is going to miss.
Is it blocking the stairwell?
It is, yes.
I can't get down there, Misa! Come up here, man! Come get me!
Alright, we'll move to Kurtu's turn.
Adam, even though it does nothing, I am going to still Draconic Cry. Ah!
That's more of a sad Draconic Cry.
That was it, but that's what I had.
And I assume you're shooting the one next to Bryn?
Yeah, try to,
that'll connect.
Yeah. Let's see. More than 5. Yes! More than 5! Yes!
You burn the giant spider.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, it is going to grapple Bryn and begin moving away with her.
Pay attention to where it goes. Oh. It's going a different way.
Top of the round. I know we're a little over time here, but I'd like to resolve this encounter if that works for everybody.
Kind of important to resolve this, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, top of the round. Reggie, death save, please.
Sure, we could have waited till next week.
No, we can't.
If something bad happens, I don't want us to leave us hanging, unfortunately.
I'm gonna put this
If
one
you
on
die
Julie.
at the very start,
All right, then we move to Bryn. Death save, please. All right, and then we move to Aelmir.
Okay, this is going to be kind of crazy. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step here. I'm going to... If a spell is a bonus action, can I use an action? Yeah, that's something that's never came up to me. If I use a use a medicine check to try to stabilize Cat, can I cast a bonus action spell?
Yeah, stabilize as an action.
Okay, we're gonna try that.
All right, go ahead and throw a blind medicine check as you attempt to stabilize Cat.
Blind. Okay, all right. Here we go. No, I don't want to do that. Let's heal Cat. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds.
All right, that'll certainly be more likely to work. All right, you cast Cure Wounds, restoring 11 HP to Cat. Cat, you become conscious with 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, that was a great roll on that.
You had
Thank you,
cure
buddy.
wounds?
Yeah, I've got Cure Wounds. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use 30 feet of movement to get here, and I know that I can't bonus action on this. Can I do any kind of like mental note taking? Me being a ranger and all that for tracking. Can I? Basically, what I want to do here is I want to take some mental notes on where this spider goes.
Well, right now you see it's right next to this fireplace.
Yeah, wherever it goes with Bryn, I wanna keep that in my mind.
Does that mean you're not going to pay attention? You're going to ask me after the fact? Is that what, so?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair
Thank
enough.
you, Adam.
Fair enough. I know what you're going for. I'm with you.
Lay it on the table. I see how it is. All right.
I
That's
got you.
my turn. That's my turn.
All right, Cat currently prone, 1 level of exhaustion. What would you like to do?
Cat stands up, spending half her movement, which is 15 feet. I'm going to spend the last of my shifting feature So now I have 25 feet left. 5, 10, 15. I see the spider from here. I sure do.
Show me how you got there again. Did you cross this wall?
Oh, yeah, I guess I have to. So that's 20 then.
That would be 20 to get there. Do you have 20?
Yes, because I used my shifting feature as a bonus action to give me 10 extra movement speed.
From there, you're asking, do you see the spider? I would say certainly
I do see the
yeah.
spider. What I'm asking, well, what I should have asked, what I meant to ask is, do I have a clear shot on it? Where's it holding Bryn?
Yes, you have a clear shot. It's holding Bryn underneath its body.
Okay, so then I have to take this shot. I used my bonus action already, so this is just a standard shot. I don't believe I get sneak attack since she's unconscious.
Correct.
So this is just a regular damage roll. Critical hit, though.
Roll to Gia, but yes, that's a good crit. Yeah, so go ahead and
I'm sorry, piercing. I forgot to...
Yep, no worries.
So.
Is it a crit?
It was, yeah. We'll see what the pierce, and then go ahead and roll that crit piercing. We'll see if you get something kind of crazy there.
I sure hope I do. What does that run through that does double max damage?
We will add those 2 damage dice together as you severely wound the spider.
Severely, okay. And that was 20 feet of movement. Oh god, if it turns around and comes after me, I'm kind of fucked, aren't I? So I have 5 more, so I'll just back up a space. And that is my turn.
Alright, Maiza down here in a bit of danger. She's going to disengage. And then she's going to try to slip through. But does not manage to do so. The spider is going to chase after her and attempt to bite her. But she manages to avoid that strike as we move to Finnegan. Finnegan, you see the bottom of the stairs is now clear.
Hey, help Bryn! Does bless work?
5, 10. I'll do 10 more.
Alright, heading down the stairs, so hold up there as I move you over.
$15, $20. I see Reggie. 25, 30. Am I next to Reggie here?
Yeah, I would say so, yep.
Oh, I'm going to stabilize him.
Alright, go ahead and make a medicine check as you attempt to stabilize him. Blind check.
Okay, yep.
You attempt to stabilize Reggie, but he is bleeding profusely.
Movement, action, no bonus action.
Kurtu's turn.
Alright, Adam, let's see if I can do it. And also, Bryn, just in case it matters, just remember you've got Bless active as well, so that should help on death saves too. So just in case.
Yep, it's on.
The firebolt connects. Will it be enough?
I don't know, Adam, how many hit points?
You need a 3. Alright, the firebolt smacks into it, killing the giant spider, which collapses on the prone body of Bryn.
Alright, I've already moved, I've already taken my action.
Let's save Bryn.
Reggie, death saving throw, please.
Alrighty.
And then we move to Bryn, death saving throw, please. Aomir.
Damn. Did you... The spider dropped, Bryn?
He was burnt to the ground by Kurtu's firebolt.
Okay, that's right. Alright, I apologize. Alright, medicine check.
All right, you
Bryn.
attempt to stabilize Bryn. Go ahead and throw me a blind medicine check.
I'm sorry, Bryn. My dice haven't been great. I hope things work out.
It's worth a shot.
You manage to stabilize Bryn.
Woo!
Hey, thank you.
Yes! All right. I moved 5 feet. I'm gonna move 30 feet here, and that's my turn.
Okay, Cat.
It's gonna move 10. Where'd the others go? Are you chasing after them?
Yes.
15, 20. Is this difficult terrain? Did we decide?
Nope, you can just move over it.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I probably can't end my movement inside a person.
No.
But if I cunning action dash, then I can.
You can move through an ally right now if they're not engaged with no extra movement, but if you stop in their square, you'd fall prone. Like permanently stop, end your turn there.
Okay, so if I were to move 5 feet and then you activate my dash,
You'd be fine.
I'd be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So that's 40. So cunning action dash. 5, 10, 15. Am I going the wrong way? Yeah, I am, aren't I? They went down the stairs.
You could ask Cat.
They're down the stairs!
But seeing Aomir go, heading in that direction.
He's a Disney Ranger. He's not outside of the forest. He gets lost in buildings.
Jordan being a fucking idiot here. Do you want to take that movement up here?
Unfortunately, yes. Yeah, because I'm expecting you guys to communicate. If you get it wrong, that's going to happen sometimes.
Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, so that's 15. So I have to spend another 30 to get back to where I was, which I guess would be here. So 35, 40. And then I'll action dash to see if I can at least get into range next turn.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. Do I see anything as I'm going down the stairs?
From there, no.
So that's 25, I think, after I just moved. So 30 to the bottom.
Now you're going to see Finn, and I'm going to move you over to the other side.
Okay.
So I'm going to put you there. That's where your movement would get you.
Okay, so I have 10 more. So there.
He's just around the corner. I'm gonna point this way. He's this way.
He points south.
He points south this direction.
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna stay here so it doesn't see me. If that's alright.
Yeah, you can stay there.
Because I can almost definitely get into range and shoot next turn if I have to, so... Yeah, we're good there.
Okay, Maiza once again is going to disengage and try to pop through this little hole. But once again is struggling to get through there, and the spider is again going to attempt to bite her. Somehow Maiza is really scurrying in that little crevice there. It's moved to Finnegan.
Okay, I'm going to from there. I'm gonna try to stabilize him again. I don't. No reason for me to stop.
Okay, yeah, blind medicine check. He is covered with blood, and based on your check, you can't tell whether he is alive or dead.
That's my action. I'm going to run up here. And I'm going to pull out my dagger as a free action. Actually, can I occupy the space as a little gnome?
If you're willing to be squeezing on the ballista.
Yeah, I'm willing to, and I have a melee weapon in my hand.
Okay, you're now squeezing on the ballista, meaning attacks you make are at disadvantage, attacks against you are at advantage.
Alright, Adam, that's 15. So that'll be 30, And then, since I have no more movement, I will use my... Okay.
That's where 30 gets you.
I'm going to go ahead and take the dash action.
Okay.
Get around the corner to the south, Kurtu, hurry. To the south, Kurtu.
He walks north.
It's okay, we're all a little flustered right now.
Which south? All right, I'll go ahead and end my turn there.
All right, and Reggie is unfortunately out of commission. Has moved to Bryn's turn. Bryn, you're stable, but no one gave you any healing, so yeah, you're just unconscious. So Aomir's turn.
15 feet here. They went up the stairs, right?
They went down the stairs, but
Down the stairs. All right, so that's 20 feet. I'm moving down the stairs.
All right, so let's see. 35 will get you to there.
All right, I'm gonna get here and ask Kat where they went.
Around the corner to the south. This south, and I'll make a pointing gesture because apparently this is complicated. So I'll point around the corner.
Okay, dash action. I end up right here, and I see.
This
Okay.
God damn it, Victor.
North. Hey, Adam, could you put like a legend with north, south?
So
This is
Reggie,
the comedy of errors.
Reggie is right here, right?
A bloody body of Reggie is there.
Bloodied body.
No, come on, no. All right, seeing Reggie here. I guess that's my turn.
All right, we move to Cat then.
Cat's gonna move 5 feet. Gonna move to the west 1. Can I shoot over Kurtu?
You can, yes.
I'm gonna shoot over Kurtu. Here we go. Don't miss. And it looks like Finn is next to it.
Yes. Bolt
22 to
connects.
hit. I don't have sneak attack selected, so I'll just roll 2d6 manually.
You can just click on sneak attack on the sheet; it'll roll it for you.
I don't want to.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
have 3 more.
Oh, you totally should have, because now
I
you
mean, I
just
want to.
wounded.
And then with the rest of my movement, I'll pop around back up the stairs.
All right. Yeah, Miza's still trying to get through here. Disengage, pop through. She makes it this time. Alright, the giant spider, unable to follow through such a narrow gap, turns his attentions to Finnegan and bites at him at advantage, which hits. 8 piercing damage and a con save, Finnegan. You succeed, so suffer half, 14 total damage. And then it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to stab it with my dagger.
Squeezing on the ballista, you stab out at disadvantage, which connects for exactly the amount of damage needed to kill the spider.
It's kind of like that scene from The Hobbit. Just stabs him and his thing's wiggling on his blade. It stings.
Alright guys, you have managed to defeat all of the spiders, but as it becomes quickly apparent, not all of your team has survived. Reggie down here was slain after being dragged off by the spider and was not able to get assistance in time. And who knows what happened to Bryn upstairs, left all alone by her unconscious self. That's where we'll go ahead and end it tonight, guys. Hope everybody enjoyed this session, and we will pick up next week and see where things go.
Hey, Dylan, you need to roll a guy that begins his name with an N for notes.
I was wondering, what is Reggie's research journal going to change to now?
Boy.
I got a great character in mind, guys. I'm excited to show you next Sunday. I've been thinking about it while we were going through that.
Quick side note, amazing defensive rolls from Bryn. Otherwise, she'd have been down much earlier. Great rolls
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That probably
Yeah.
saved us because they were so focused on her.
Yeah, and then I was close there with the death saves.
Yes, you were. All right, guys, great session. We'll go ahead and end it here for tonight. We'll pick up next week, and yeah, looking forward to it and see what occurs next week.
All right.
Good night,
Good
guys.
night, everyone.
Have a good week, everybody.
Good
Yeah,
week,
good